caskets and undertakers, vampires and a viper's venom. The man that walks the earth named Cain. Mankind being buried by the world. On tonight's episode of the All Elite Zone podcast, we'll be watching some of our favorite spooky wrestling matches. From casket matches to a monster's ball. Buckle up. It's about to be one hell of a ride.
Welcome everybody to Talking Elite. This is our Halloween watch along, and I hope you guys are ready because we have a great show planned for you guys tonight. We have 6 matches we're going to be watching with you guys at home. So make sure you guys click the link in our chat or down below and make sure you guys get that pulled up because, man, we got some bangers to go through tonight. So while you guys are getting those matches pulled up and getting ready to hear our angelic voices as we get ready for one of the best watch-alongs on the All Elite Zone. Tonight, I am joined by 3 of the greatest gentlemen, 3 of the greatest podcasters in the wrestling industry. First, he is the producer of the All Elite Zone. He is the ringleader. He is the madman that's in charge of everything. He is Connor.
It's good to be honest with you. Just by the yeah, thanks for the applause. I'm really excited for what the TNA match. We've took some crazy TNA matches on here, so it should be really, really fun for sure.
Yeah, when I think, like Halloween themed matches, I always think of the Monster Ball match. So we do have one of those on there, and I put that one on there just to keep that tradition going because every time we watched weird matches, some reason TNA has always been on there. We go back to our barbed wire Christmas tree death match. That one was a lot of fun to watch. A lot of people were talking about it last night on the stream. So, like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun for sure. Next, we have the up-and-comer for the All Elite Zone podcast. He is the Wild Man. He is my fellow Texan. He is everybody's favorite wrestling Mark. He is the man named Mark.
Thank you, Mr. Lane. Oh, my God, that was a great introduction. But you guys are the main podcasters. You guys are the main ones. I am just here just to provide – the little alley-oops here because you guys are the main ones, not me. I'm just here to do the assists. You guys are the main ones. Y'all, I'm so happy to be here with you guys, and I'm so ready for this show. This is going to be super fun. I'm glad Connor is back. We missed him yesterday, but glad he's going to be on this show. And, of course, Mr. Adam, always great when he's on the show. We always have a good time. So ready to do this, and I'll let you do the introduction from Mr. Adam.
All right, next, he is the Devon to my Bubba. He is the Triple H to my Shawn Michaels. He is the Tennessee Wonder, the Bearded Wonder. He is my tag team partner, Adam.
Thank you, Lane. Yes, thank you. Yes, I'm really excited for this. I think Halloween's an awesome season. I think it's no doubt that Halloween is my favorite holiday. So to get spooky for tonight's, I got my Halloween Havoc WCW title card and my Danhausen shirt ready to go for this playlist. I'm very excited, and of course, always good to see all your lovely faces on here.
That background is like it's the best. Like I that has to be one of the best ones I've ever seen. I mean, how do you keep doing this? This is insane because the last time we did it, you had the Undertaker up there. That was like the best thing I've ever seen. And yeah, and then you got the Danhausen shirt. Like, I mean, I felt like so out of place here. I'm like, oh man, I got this like cheesy little background here.
It's all in the presentation, Mark. It's all in the presentation. You just kind of work it. You're like, oh, it works this way. Cool.
Yeah. I got to figure out something right. I got to do something different.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a fun show. So everybody, make sure you guys click the link in the description. Get the playlist pulled up. The first match, we are going to do a Buried Alive match between Undertaker and Mankind. I feel like this is a very iconic match. It's got Paul Bearer, Mankind, Taker. So it's gonna be a very gruesome. It's gonna be a very gruesome match to start the show off with. Before we hit play, let's talk a little bit about the Buried Alive match. I know AEW has done one with Christian and Darby. You also have had, Undertaker and Kane. What's been like one of your guys' favorite Buried Alive match? When you guys think Buried Alive, what match do you guys go with?
Taker and Vince McMahon. It was 2003. They had that match. It was when Taker was in the midst of his American Badass character. And he was basically feuding with McMahon because McMahon had cost him again a match against Brock Lesnar. So him and McMahon were feuding, and all of a sudden it came back to Kane interfering, costing Undertaker the match, burying him, and then come 2004 WrestleMania, Taker returned with his Dead Man gimmick, which if anybody knows on this podcast, you guys know, love the Undertaker. He's probably one of my favorite all-time wrestlers. Yes, I'm like Dave LaGreca from Busted Open. I'm an Undertaker mark. But I love it. And it was probably one of the greatest storytelling matches ever. And I just thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I forgot. That was a good one. I didn't think about that one. So that one was a really classic. Davis loves Kane and Undertaker. Mark, Connor, what about you guys? Like, when you guys think Buried Alive, what match do you guys automatically go to?
It's this one that we're about to watch.
Really?
This is the main. I mean, when we talked about it yesterday, this is the first thing that popped into my mind was Mankind and Undertaker. I don't know why, but this match has always stuck with me as far as Buried Alive matches. I mean, these guys, the way they did this thing back in the day was just so iconic, and it would, for me, like, being younger, in that day, it almost seemed real. Like they were like really getting like buried. I'm like, is he dead? Like, I want to, we'll talk about more about it while the match goes on, but yeah, watching, I mean, when you think about like these matches, right? It's always, to me, Undertaker and Mankind, they have these super dark matches. Like anything that they do were super dark matches. They never did like these regular matches, right? I mean, you think about it. You think about Mankind falling off the Hell in a Cell. You think about Buried Alive. That's when I think of Buried Alive, the first thing that comes to my mind is Undertaker and Mankind. But and it also comes to my mind when you say Hell in a Cell. That's the first thing I think about, and that just goes to show you that these two guys were just the epitome of dark, gritty, gruesome matches. And for me, that's where I want to go. Connor, go ahead.
For me, it's Stone Cold and The Undertaker.
Another classic.
For me, I always knew about the match, but I really got into detail. It was one of the WWE 2K games. I believe it was the one that Stone Cold's on the cover, and they had a story mode where that was one of the stories that you play move by move, and you're basically portraying the whole match. That's how I really
I think that's 2K16.
Yeah, the one that Stone Cold's on the cover of, not just because of the game, but it gave me a more of a in-depth of the match. And Shane McMahon, I believe he was in it too. It was basically a 2-on-1, but that was one of my favorites.
All right. Well, guys, everybody have the YouTube video ready to go? All right. 3, 2, 1. Ready? And hit play.
Again, remember, this is the first ever uncensored.
It's so crazy to hear Vince McMahon commentating.
I was just about to say, it's just so wild going back to this era. Like, I'm showing my age here, but when this match took place, I was not even 10 yet. I was 9 years old watching this match, and hearing Vince on the announce and now seeing where he's at now, it's so bizarre to me.
I love that though, but Vince was such a good his voice was like really good for commentary. Like his thing when he would say, when Kane came out, it's gotta be Kane. Right? Like, I mean, that was like so iconic, you know. I mean, so Vince was really good on commentary, you know, while he was doing his other antics. But
Oh man,
You
it's,
guys
like I
know
said,
Kenny Omega? Do you guys know who Kenny Omega's favorite wrestler is?
Who?
Vince McMahon.
really?
He said it in a bunch of interviews. If you go to, like, seminars and interviews, that's what he says. Not the corporate, like the actual wrestler. Man, I've heard him say it a bunch of times.
I mean, I believe it. I mean, it was a good character. Like if it wasn't for the Montreal Screwjob, we probably wouldn't have never gotten the Mr. McMahon villainous character on TV. And it just went like it just ran.
Very true. Oh, dang! I gotta add. Dang it.
Yeah, that's what I just got too.
Thank YouTube.
Mine's
Wait a
just
minute.
playing.
All right.
It's an old-fashioned.
I just got to the
like
gong for. I just got the gong. Lights go out. It's the Undertaker.
This is what I miss. There's
just
no
has
phones. There's no iPhones, no phones. Everyone's using. I guess somebody used like a flip phone. I guess back then.
This is before flip phones.
96. It was like the cameras like that you just kept doing that, like the Kodak cameras that you just had film in it, and you're like, oh, we take it and then we go develop it, and it takes like a week to develop.
That's
This is
what
the
my uncle
flashbulbs.
does.
Oh wow.
He has.
That's how old I am.
But just looking at look at the panoramic shot, right? Just look at all the flash bulbs going off, as well, of course, his lighting effects. But all those flash bulbs really add to his mystique in this entrance.
And I think we kind of talked about this, right, Lane, yesterday, about how these pay-per-views, the themes of these pay-per-views were just so on point, right? When we would talk about like Bash on the Beach, Halloween Havoc, In Your House, like these pay-per-views just had this aura of them that you knew you were watching a pay-per-view, right? And it wasn't just like any other regular show. That it was because when we paid for these things, we wanted to see something different. We didn't just want to just see the same ring and same entrance thing. We wanted to see everything different. And I remember WCW was the one that I think for me that always caught my eye, that they always did the theme so well. And I have to go back to Bash on the Beach. I remember the sand, and then they had the surfboards in the sand, and then In Your House, having the whole house there. And I remember them fighting through the house. I mean, it was just these pay-per-views. They need to go back to this and not just doing the same thing, right? Because WWE and both AEW both do this same thing. They don't emphasize the theme of it, right? Like they just.
Oh, what a kick to the guardrail! That was cool.
He hit it.
Let me get another commercial.
I got another one.
I know. I'm going through commercials.
Like right after I got like a really good like kick from like Taker to Mankind. See, I want to see something like that, because that wasn't like just a drop kick. That was crazy. Shoot, Taker flying through the air, like, man, Mark could.
Hey,
really
you guys are
go
to me, because that's just what I just got was him flying.
Nice.
So that ad, because an ad came up on mine and kind of caught you guys up.
Just watch this replay. It's
this is before.
amazing.
I feel like
It's
Taker-
crazy.
These ads are killing me right now.
Go ahead, Connor.
I feel like Taker and Mankind, Nicole, like this is before the biggest match against each other, and just think that back then, like they were gonna have a World Series of events.
Well, it's crazy to think now in their ages, like they can't do this crap anymore. Like,
Ain't no way.
I mean, when you watch Mark Calloway like walk, like it's just sad because his knees are just not what they used to be.
Like, could you?
He needs
Like,
DDP yoga.
like, could you see them recreating the Hell in a Cell and then Undertaker throwing him off and then?
Christ,
probably-
not without him dying.
It wouldn't be like it was. It would. I don't want to see that again because I care too much about
Right.
both of them. I mean, this is when Mick Foley was ripping Ripping his hair out of his head.
Yeah.
Hey, where y'all at on this? On what minute mark are y'all at?
5:34.
I'm at
Okay.
5:42.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
I'm
at
at
43.
all right. I'm in the 5, so I'm close enough.
Damn it. No,
Another ad? Why? Why
Oh
are
my
you
God,
doing this to
ad,
me,
go
YouTube?
away. I don't want KFC wings.
I don't
You're
need
gonna
Excuse me.
You're
Sorry.
gonna get the ad that you're entitled to $6,400, and then by the end of the year they're gonna be doing away with it. I'm getting
Let's
Did
not-
I'm
they ever
entitled
make
to
this Mankind
$6,400.
figure? Did they ever make a Mankind figure out of this gimmick?
Dude,
Of this,
oh my God.
this
Yes,
attire?
I would love to see a man. I have never seen a Mankind action figure. I don't know if
I've seen it with like his white shirt, but I've never seen it with just like the brown shirt, brown pants.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Who's that woman?
Some kind of fan, I guess. Interesting camera angle.
So
That's
I don't know if any of you guys have seen the hot one. I don't know if y'all have seen the Hot Ones.
The hot
episode
ones with Mick Foley. Yes.
Yeah. And did you see how he talked about the name? How they came up with the name?
Yeah.
Mankind.
There's been executioners.
Dude, yes, dude, it was so
There's
good.
been destroyers, but there's never been a mutilator.
A mutilator, right? And then and I love how Mick came up with the name, and he was like, "Well, what if we just do, this?" And then Vince was like, "Yeah, let's just do it like that," and it worked, right? Like, I mean, God.
Oh,
Damn. He Irish whipped him through the whole.
dude, I can't believe he cleared that.
He Irish whipped him into the guardrail. And Mick Foley, he went through the whole thing. And for a guy as big as him, you wouldn't think he'd be able to go over that.
So, I found out something about Mick Foley. I don't know if you guys know this. Do you know when Mick Foley, when he was Cactus Jack or Dude Love or Mankind, do you know that he got his wrestling tights from Lane Bryant from the heavy women's section? Or the
I didn't know that.
and that's what they called it back in the day. So I'm not trying to be completely correct here, but he literally would go to Lane Bryant and get like XXXXL women tights, and that's what he would do because they were comfy. Another ad, guys. I am so sorry. We are getting ads left and right with this episode.
I think I know
WWE.
why.
Well, it's YouTube, so
Yeah,
I think I know why, because the match is put on by this is uploaded by WWE.
yeah.
It's WWE.
So I'm at 807 right now.
8:27.
So I'm gonna scoot just a little bit.
I'm at
There we go.
I'll move
Got
up a little bit. I'll be right close to there. Oof.
God, those ads killed me. man.
ooh.
Remember back in the day, YouTube didn't have ads.
What time did you say you guys were at? I'm at 8:30.
8:49 now.
I'm at 8:39.
Oh, I need Mr. Socko.
Back then, I used to think that I didn't like I didn't like Mankind.
You don't like Mankind?
He was psycho. You see how he's screaming? He pulled his hair out of his head.
Or when he attacked Jim Ross on his first ever video with the company?
I can't remember which one it was, but I had a In Your House VHS, and it was The Undertaker, and it's when they blew a fireball in his face. And,
Oh, that was I think that was the In Your House Revenge of the Taker or something. I don't know. It was something like that. It was one of those. I know which one you're talking about, Connor.
I went through a lot of different phases of favorite wrestlers. Undertaker was my favorites. I was really first getting into wrestling, but I don't know who gave it to me. I know I don't have it now, but
You know what my favorite wrestling DVD I own is? I got for my birthday I got the Ric Flair collection. It has all of his matches from a lot of his matches from the territory days to WCW to WWF. I haven't opened it. I can't find myself to open it, but it's my favorite DVD I own in my collection.
What was it again? Which one?
Best of Ric Flair.
And you
Hey,
never
man.
opened it?
I have not opened it. Still
Since
mint-
when?
mint. It's been. I got it 3 years ago.
And you never opened it.
I have not opened it.
Uh,
What does he have in his hand? Is that a shank?
It's a spike, I think.
A spike?
Yeah.
What year was this? What is this? 93? 94?
96.
96.
Jesus. I thought Undertaker got rid of that purple gear like in 95.
No, he had the silver gear, like the gray gear,
Uh-huh.
and then he went to the purple when he had that feud with Fake Taker. And once he beat Fake Taker, he went back to the purple. He stayed with the purple.
Bad.
Jesus, Adam. I swear to God, man, I think I know shit about wrestling, and you blow my mind every single time. I'm like, I have no idea about that stuff. I mean, I know I was younger, but still.
Well, it's funny because I'm really good at trivia because I retain a lot of information from a lot of things, whether it's pro wrestling, movies, television, books, music. Like, I just retain a lot of information. And
Hey,
so I kind of remember stuff.
Hey, that should be another show that we should do, a trivia show.
It's in the works.
Of
We
course.
did Family Feud, or we did not Family Feud. We did it was
Jeopardy
like
style.
It was Jeopardy. yes.
Jeopardy.
It was Jeopardy.
There we go.
So,
It was Jeopardy,
'cause
wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was.
I'm getting ready. I think we'll do that for Christmas time.
Oh, I know a good Family Feud. AZ. It was AZ.
What we could do? You know what we could do? I don't know if it's possible, but we could do a Family Feud: United States versus Canada.
Oh man, that sounds so good. Yeah, let's take on those Canada guys. Let's see what they got.
Mark's calling shots out, man.
Yeah, I know. I'll probably suck at it too.
So I put in the comment section what everybody's
Okay.
favorite Undertaker moment was.
You think we can
And-
both do Hardy?
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Murr was the first one to comment. Says Undertaker versus Edge.
Yeah.
That feud was pretty good.
I like that. I like that.
Mhm. That urn has got to be like, it's so crazy how much
Oh
that
my
urn
God.
like would hurt. It looked like
I don't
it's
know where
crazy.
you guys. I don't know where
Yeah.
you guys are at time wise on the video,
Stuff.
but
What? Where you at, Adam?
with the chair shot, with
I'm
the
at
chair shot,
12:54,
Yeah.
so I'm getting ready for the chair shot.
yeah. When you see the chair shot by Mankind and what he does with the chair after, it just made me laugh.
It looks like
Yeah,
that.
he just
Oh,
looks so
oh, the way
He
deranged.
just licks the
Oh,
chair.
no, I'm
He's
just
like,
seeing that.
ah.
I'm just seeing that when he licks the chair. That's disgusting. But it's
That's
Mankind. But
such a good. It was such a good character though by Mick Foley, man. I'm telling you.
no,
Zoki or Zazzy, thanks for watching. We'll ask Connor here in a second how Collision was, so we'll get back to that here in just a moment. Sorry, Adam and Mark. Go ahead.
no, yeah. But and going back to the Mankind thing, that his look was so good, right, Adam? I mean, like there's he has the mask, right, and you see the gapes, like in the there's little holes in the mask, and he's like bald in some of those spots, and it's because he pulled his hair out, right?
Mhm.
I think that was the perception that he would just pull his hair out because he was going crazy because he had the mask on. It was, I mean, you can't do these kind of characters anymore. Like this was just, it was just gold.
It was, but that's the funny thing. It was so good with some of the feuds Undertaker had in the earlier days. It was the way they still told the story was people from his past. Like that's how they told the story with Mankind. That's how they told the story with Kane. But like nowadays, like in his newer feuds with like Edge and Randy Orton, it was more so just like get revenge on them for being just like young pricks. Pardon my language. But that was basically just how the feud worked, you know. But that's what I loved about the old feuds Taker had was from his past.
Speaking of that, that will be one of our next matches we're gonna watch. We have a casket match coming up next with the Viper and Undertaker. back when he was a legend killer.
Which
Ooh.
by far, I actually enjoyed that
Ooh.
persona of Randy Orton. I mean, I did like his Viper and all that stuff, but his legend killer character was so good.
I feel like he really stepped into his own during that time frame. I feel like he broke away from Evolution.
No
I feel like
I think that's when he became the solo Randy Orton.
so back to Jazzy's comment. How was Collision, Connor? Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was pretty good. We went for Collision and Battle of the Belts. We've seen a bunch of ROH stuff too. Yeah, it was pretty good. You may have seen us on TV if you me and Chris. I had a few friends send me a bunch of pictures of me and Chris. Yeah, it was definitely a venture going with Chris.
Stupid ads.
Oh,
It was, yeah, I've been to a few AEW shows with Chris before, and I'll never forget that one.
for sure.
For the good and the bad. So,
Hey Connor,
But,
so for Ring of Honor, like anything like crazy happen? I mean, I don't know if you guys what I mean, but I could take a spoiler. If not, I could DM you and we
I
can
don't
talk
know
about
if
that
it's
on
a
the side.
spoiler. I don't know if it's a spoiler, but someone got pretty badly injured.
Oh shoot.
Oh, please tell. Who was it?
Willie Mack.
Right.
Or no, do I okay, okay, we'll talk about that on the side. I'll DM you about that.
Well, it was. I just looked at
Because we got people watching. People might be upset if they, we hear something, and I don't want to.
Well, no,
I don't
No,
know.
I don't
I'm,
know
la-
if he's-
I'm laughing at the fact that you're like, "Hey Connor, I'll be in your DMs later."
It'll be in his DMs.
The person that got injured was Willie Mack. He went against. Who did he go against? He went against Kyle Fletcher. After the match, he
What a chair shot to the
he
back.
helped out a bunch of people to the back. He was like grabbing his arm like he dislocated it, or I don't know what happened.
Oh my gosh! What? Oh, why'd you cut away? I get you a great shot with Paul Bearer, but you cut away from Undertaker dropping a leg on a chair to Mankind.
They do that on purpose. They kind of like freeze it or cut it away because it's too violent.
Oh.
That's the issue with
No way.
Yeah,
You got-
WWE does that. WWE does that
Yeah.
now. It is crazy that they're like, oh, like even now, like you can barely find any videos of blood, and that's why now a lot of people bleed, and that's why WWE has when people do chair shots in WWE now, they do it across the back or in the stomach.
Yeah.
You guys see that move that the Undertaker did? Like that would that's a move that you would see today. Like a move like that.
For
You
sure.
wouldn't think they do back then. It's
This
kind of like
is
an
a
Alabama.
good
Steps.
Oh,
Boom.
this is gotta hurt. Jeez. Ow. Like, dude,
Hey!
just listening to the
Undertaker
King
just
speak,
he just did Orange Cassidy beach break on the steel
Yeah.
steps against Mankind.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's what I was.
but man, this has been a great episode. This has been a great not episode of course from us, but this has been a great match. I forgot how good this match is.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the damn the
Yeah.
ads that we
Hopefully,
keep getting
yeah.
in between this crap.
Well, hopefully, like after this one, hopefully we'll have a better.
It's normally only the WWE uploaded ones that have.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, you're gonna have some ads on each video, but
but this has been like what every couple minutes almost to this point.
No, and I'm gonna tell you, it's probably even worse on Peacock. Like, have you watched?
It's not too bad on Peacock.
Dude,
I've
not
watched,
it's only
I
only,
have watched.
only if you do the high end subscription to Peacock.
Yes,
If you do the high
yes.
end, you don't get any ads.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you do, and if you have the regular one, the ads are like 3 minutes long, bro. Like you'll sit there for 3 minutes, and you're just like sitting there, like, geez, like I just want to watch a match, and they're gonna take 3 minutes for an ad. Like it's insane. Like yeah, I don't even know how much that one costs on them because I pay for the $3 one or whatever the hell it costs, so that I can watch the WWE pay-per-views. But yeah, if I try to go back and I'll try to watch a pay-per-view, if I try to go back and watch something like this, there's 3 minute 4-minute ads in this thing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the Peacock higher end subscription is like it's like Netflix. It's like 10 to 15 for, oh my God, I got another ad. But it's like 10 to $15 for like the high end where you don't have any ads free. But if you want like the normal subscription with ads, it's going to be like $7.
Which is not
That's
terrible.
the only issue you get with streaming services is the ads and non-ads prices.
Like the because I think like I was watching Twisted Metal and it was like I think it wasn't like frequent, thankfully. It was I think there was like a couple ads, it was like a minute 30 seconds of that, and then it was done.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. No, yeah, I would say that. Yeah, when I was watching Twisted Metal 2, yeah, it wasn't too bad. But I guess for an hour like show, there would be like one little ad in between there. But if you put on like a 3-hour pay-per-view, they're gonna give you all the business.
Shoot, did you guys just see that Tombstone? And
I'm at the end of the match.
I just saw a choke slam. I just saw a choke slam, and I got an ad.
Sorry, choke slam.
I'm pausing mine right now. So I'm pausing mine right now to give you guys time to catch up.
Yeah. I don't need to see The Exorcist.
Oh, who got the ring? Somebody already got a ring. I heard that. Connor.
Was it Connor?
Connor.
Stop.
I already know it's you, Connor, because we all said that we weren't
choke
there.
So, let's see. He's buried in my life. My God.
Oh, damn.
My God.
That's not Mankind. That's a doll in there. How did they get him out of there?
Oh my God.
Everyone's getting thrown on everywhere in this match. Mick Foley's he got pushed through the barricade, then he got pile drive, or like the break outside the ring, he got pushed into the grass. Who's this?
Yep, and that's it.
My God.
My God.
Who the hell is
My
this?
God.
This Zeus.
And The Undertaker. And
That's
he's still
hilarious.
burying Mankind.
The doll that's in there.
How did he get?
Oh, that's God, I keep forgetting that wrestler's name.
Thought it was Zeus for a minute.
No, it's.
Zeus
I'm going to mute myself so you guys don't hear this.
Oh, it's something spicy.
She might be trying to hook up with someone in the comment section. I don't know.
This is a great match, great night.
Damn, I think Mankind actually had it.
So that's gonna do it with Undertaker and Mankind.
I know what's gonna happen. I know what happens here.
I can't remember what happens. I'm watching.
Yeah, this is one of the most iconic moments of the.
It's definitely an iconic moment. Yeah.
So
who is like once they bury him alive?
Is it the Executioner?
Is that the Dark Order? That looks
it's the Executioner. And you guys will be shocked because coming up to help bury the Undertaker are going to be Crush, Justin Bradshaw, Goldust, and Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Oh, no kidding!
Those are all the guys that come and help bury the Undertaker.
Why do they want to bury the Undertaker?
Well, I think this is the iconic moment. You'll see. Like they're gonna bury him completely. Like I wonder, like, did he actually get buried with all that?
No, he's somewhere under. There's a reason why they built that buried alive hill is the way it did. Is so when he's hidden, there's a secret compartment that he can go under and kind of like hide underneath for that iconic moment.
I wonder how he did what. Yeah.
And plus the lighting too. That's a good way to sneak out.
There's a bunch of people now. Yeah,
Goldust, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Bradshaw.
I wonder how much it would cost to buy that the tombstone.
My favorite is the little kids yelling at Paul Bearer. That's great.
I wonder if they actually still have that, like in the WWE.
I bet they have it in a warehouse somewhere, or it's in Taker's collection or Mankind's collection, right?
I bet they have a lot of stuff like.
It's somewhere to see. It's somewhere to see Goldust out there.
I remember it was on what was it? It was like a biography thing, and WWE had like their like warehouse and had a bunch of old stuff.
Yeah,
it's the WWE like collector's show or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, my God, they buried him. They buried him alive. My God.
Oh, someone threw a drink.
My God, somebody was buried alive.
Someone just threw a drink at someone.
Nice.
Those guys
They
did get
keep
away with it.
growing. That's the great part about the late 90s, like with wrestling, is fans just threw shit and they allowed it. They're like, whatever.
Wasn't it hurt him or kill him?
Well, you got to remember
Ooh.
in '99 when Vince won the Royal Rumble, like cans and cups were flown in the ring. It was hilarious. But that was
No.
the heat they wanted.
No, there was nothing. I don't think I ever seen anything worse than when Hogan showed up and was the third man with the NWO, and there was shit flying in that ring like crazy. I mean, Hogan was getting hit with cups, beers. That ring was littered by the time they got up. I don't think I've ever seen anything worse than that.
You know, someone did that to MJF in AEW. It was when he turned on Cody, and someone threw a beer or something on him and threw it at him and went all over him.
When he gave Cody the low blow and finally turned on him. I don't remember him. I don't remember anybody throwing anything, but man, I remember him.
That guy ejected because I had the DVD and I watched it, and you can see security guards going after.
Which one was that one? Which one was that one, Connor?
I believe Full Gear 2019 because that's when he turned on Cody.
Yeah.
That was it. And then when I remember when did he fight Cody after that? I'm sorry, I'm going off topic here, but
Revolution 2020.
Yeah.
That was such a good match. Oh man, I remember MJF being busted open for that match, and he was just a bloody mess. That was such a good match.
Like as they're burying him, they got cups and everything buried with him.
Let's talk about some people in the chat. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's talk about some in the chat real quick.
Something we shouldn't pull up. Jazzy had fun with glad that you had fun, Connor. Next up, we're gonna be doing Orton versus Taker. So let me know when you guys have that all pulled up. We'll do a countdown and then we'll start watching the match. Real quick.
What? Okay. What are we looking for?
It's gonna be Orton versus Undertaker, the coffin match.
This is a good one. They had a really good feud, Undertaker and Randy Orton.
All right. Well, what do you guys think of the AEW Buried Alive match or the Buried match? Or I thought it was kind of fun. What did you guys think of it?
It was okay, I guess.
I can't really comment on it because I didn't see it because of Bleacher Report. I still haven't gone back and watched
freaking Bleacher Report.
Yeah, the Bleacher Report. That's why I still haven't watched it because I can't comment on it either.
Look, I've seen highlights of the match. It was a pretty decent match for what I saw. But
all right, you guys ready? All right.
Wait, hold on. Is it the flaming casket?
It should be on the playlist.
It should be on the playlist, Mark.
Wait.
Yeah.
What? Wait. Hold on. I'm not on this playlist. Hold on.
You want me to send you the playlist?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Wait, you didn't know?
I'm having to figure all this crap out by myself, bro. Like, what's going on here?
Okay, hold on, just real tight, guys. I'm gonna send Mark the playlist.
So the next match is No
It's
Mercy.
the handicap coffin match.
Handicap coffin match with both.
Yeah, because it's
Cowboy
it's
Bob.
Spot. Yep.
2005 No Mercy.
Yep. All right, Mark. Hold on. We go to Twitter. Sorry, X.
Someone's got a honey bun bear in the comments.
All right. Playlist has been sent to Mark. It should be the second. It should be right in order. Yeah, this one's gonna be a good one. And
We lost Mark.
Oh no. Well, you guys want to start it and then have Mark catch up, or do you want to wait for Mark? All right, guys.
Yeah,
So we're gonna count down. This next match is both Ortons versus Undertaker casket match. In 3, 2, 1. So I love this feud, by the way.
Yeah, this was definitely a good feud.
That's all I just want to say. First time caller, first time listener. Still trying to figure this.
Good.
Big fan.
Big fan of the show.
All right, Undertaker versus.
Dude,
Okay,
I just
all right,
love.
stop.
It's so crazy to think that this match was awesome. Like this was a great feud. I just love when Undertaker popped out of the casket, grabbed Bob Orton at the Undertaker funeral. That was probably my favorite parts of the whole
It is
feud.
so wild watching Cowboy Bob Orton wrestle in like
Yes.
jeans and like a nice dress shirt.
So did Dusty Rhodes, baby. Dusty Rhodes had his last match. Davis, well, this is one of your favorites. What was your what was your favorite moment of the Legend Killer gimmick? Did you have one besides Undertaker and Bob Orton, or was this like the best part of the whole character?
Are you asking me?
Well, I was asking Davis because I'm posing out the question.
Oh, okay.
So
No, I mean this. Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute, which one of us is Davis?
one of the commenters, he says this is my favorite. So
Cool, very cool.
yeah, so but yeah, so what was your favorite part of the Legend Killer gimmick? Was this like your favorite part of it, or did you guys have something else that comes to mind with the Legend Killer side?
just everything. The overall presentation of the Legend Killer character, like where it stemmed from, like him beating up Shawn Michaels to beating up Hulk Hogan, and then the whole
That was my
now the
favorite.
whole Taker story, like.
That was my favorite too, Davis.
Yeah. Davis says his was Orton versus Foley.
So so this one that we're watching, was this part of Legend Killer? Because I always thought the Legend Killer
Yeah.
was at the back, like in this later part of the story when he was like kicking like Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair. And
No, that
everybody.
was his Viper breakout. That's basically where the Viper came from. Was unhinged, all that stuff. You never know when I'm gonna strike.
Okay.
I feel like this was kind of like a precursor to that character, though. I feel like this is where it started in a way, but it also had its own flavor and taste.
Because that's what I loved Randy Orton when he punted Christian Cage now, Big Show, and he knocked all those guys out into AEW. He basically knocked those guys out into another company, and I that's when I love Randy. I mean, Randy Orton, young Randy Orton was really cool, but that man is just a menace. Like this dude is just like I remember that match against Brock Lesnar when Brock Lesnar busted him open, and they couldn't even finish the match because I think it wasn't like a legit like. It was I don't think it was a work. I think it was a shoot. I think that was like legit. I don't think he meant to bust him open, but like the blood that I saw all that was like, because when I saw that I thought Randy could beat Brock Lesnar. If there was anybody, Randy's always been one of my favorites, man. I mean,
Yeah,
Nobody could beat Brock.
Chris
And
Jericho
we got
talked about that. That him and Brock Lesnar guy. Well, they actually got into an actual backstage fight years ago before that,
But
Brock
Jericho
Lesnar-
almost tapped Brock out in real life.
oh yeah, he put him down. It was 2000 and early on his career, but he put Brock Lesnar down.
See, Jericho is one of the best technicians in the game. The man of 1,000 holds.
But I feel like now, if they were to do it now, I think Brock Lesnar would win.
Brock would probably win because this is what pre-UFC career.
Yeah, it was when he first got into WWE, like early on. I can't believe they got Bob Orton wrestling. Ooh, he's taking bumps like crazy in this.
hey, what year was this?
It was,
05?
05, yeah.
But
All
I
right,
agree.
so this is why I don't remember it because this is a couple of the years that I took off. wrestling. I'm like, I don't remember this.
This is the funky, Marky Mark and the Funky Crotch era of.
This was this was the ruthless aggression era of WWE. Pretty much, it ended in like 2010, maybe.
See, because I was in high school this year, and when I was in high school, I didn't watch wrestling, man. I was too busy chasing tail.
Why were you chasing foxes?
Hey, they were good-looking creatures, bro.
Yeah. So
leave the night animals alone.
So this is going to be kind of posing our one of our next matches, but Ariana asks in the comment section, are you guys excited for TNA? Impact going back to TNA if you didn't saw.
I'm gonna let Connor start out with this, and let's let Connor start out with this.
So, man of the hour, Connor, what is your thoughts on that?
So, like most, they probably would get into wrestling. Like, never getting into wrestling, it probably would have been WWE. But for me, it was TNA. That's how I got into wrestling. Well, I seen WWE probably first, but when I really started to really invest in, wanting to watch it all the time, really wanting to. It was TNA. It was AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle. It was all those guys. The crazy match types that WWE really didn't do. I mean, they did Hell in a Cells, but the type of matches that TNA would do was kind of like the Ultimate X, the Destination X, the King of the Mountain. They had a lot of different matches. It's very unique.
Feast or Fired was one of my favorite matches because you never knew. You never knew which briefcase it was. That's what the match was exciting for me.
I love that concept. I'm glad they did it again. So who got fired this last round?
It was some Japanese. I think it was a Japanese guy. I can't remember his name, but he
was the guy that looked like Takeshita?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
He wore like red trunks. I can't remember his name. I know I saw him here in Dallas.
But am I excited for TNA to come back? I don't know why they stopped calling it TNA because I still call it TNA even when they weren't TNA.
Well, I think they were trying to kind of distance themselves from the Hogan-Dixie bullshit.
Yeah.
But I think that was kind of it.
I know.
I'm not sure.
I always called it TNA. I always thought it was TNA, and then I somebody said, "Hey, it's called Impact now." And I'm like, Impact TNA. I was like, "What's the difference?" Like, to me, it's always been the same. But go ahead.
They're going back to what they were. The company is called TNA, Total Nonstop Action.
Because that's starting in January.
Yeah, and then the weekly show.
It's Hard Justice or Hard to Kill pay-per-view. Is that
I think it's Hard to Kill.
The Hard to Kill pay-per-view is going to be their banner, their first show under the banner again.
But the weekly show will still be. They're going back to what they used to do. The company TNA and the weekly show is Impact. So you're watching TNA Impact. I probably will actually watch some of it. Sounds like that they're going to be getting a good amount of good free agents coming through there. When I talk about Will Ospreay going over there, eventually CM Punk showing up in TNA. I know Scott D'Amore hinted at the six-out ring is not coming back, which is
it should not come back.
I think it would be good for pay-per-views or just for one time a year,
one pay-per-view, yeah.
Because Bound for Glory is at WrestleMania, but they're going back to the TNA brand. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. One of my favorites is Josh Alexander. He's one of my favorites in Impact.
Josh Alexander is great.
He's my favorite. I like some others. The Rascals. I like
Eddie Edwards for me.
I like Eddie Edwards. What's her name? Deonna Purrazzo. She's one of my favorites.
The
Virtuosa.
Yeah, dude. Deonna Purrazzo is just amazing.
But Ariana,
she was really nice.
Yeah, I've always wanted to. Well, I've seen her up in close person, but never really met her. But Ariana, I'm definitely excited for TNA.
Yeah. I have a picture with her, and I have a picture of after she won the ROH belt.
I was going to show you guys. We were talking about VHSs just a minute ago. I can't find the VHS to it, but I have the top to it. I've showed it on here before, but this is one of my first VHSs I collected. It was the
very nice.
Nice.
I can't find the VHS. It's kind of torn up and everything, but I always keep it because I can't ever find these again. You got the whole
So
match.
I
Yeah.
had the DVD thing of all the WrestleMania. So they had came out with all the WrestleManias on DVD from one, I want to say up until 25. They had a collection of it where you had like multiple CDs that had all the matches from all the WrestleManias.
Yeah.
See, I wish I
So-
would have bought that. I remember seeing it at Walmart. I wish I would have bought it.
They probably got it on eBay, probably still.
And then I also have a DVD that's about all the DX from like 96 to like 98. And then I've got the Rise and Fall of ECW on
That was
DVD.
great. I saw that on. Remember when it was on Netflix? Like Netflix had like a whole bunch of those those DVD specials like that.
Well, Peacock
watched-
has all of them because
Yeah,
ECW
Peacock.
is still underneath the WWE banner. So technically,
Yeah,
all
true.
the catalogs of ECW and WCW are on Peacock.
Davis says No Mercy 05 was a really good pay-per-view. I have not watched it all the way through front to back, so I might have to do that. Maybe I'll do it here this weekend when I'm at the fire station. So let them watch some wrestling, make them.
I believe No Mercy 05 was actually the last pay-per-view of Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was right before his heart attack, right?
Yeah, it was right before his heart attack. So
So shout out to Cowboy Bob Orton right here because he looks like he is so bent out of shape in this match. He looks like an old man, but he's bumping and selling pretty well. I like it.
You know, he was my dad for a day.
Here's your dad for a day.
A weird situation. Well, they're both in the casket.
So does Taker have to put both of them in the casket to win?
yeah,
I believe so. He's the handicap.
Interesting.
That casket is like 10 feet deep. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, hey, you need to fit two people in there.
You could probably fit.
Oh, we got an ad right at the good part. No,
Probably fit
I don't need to do my 5-minute oil change and see the crop top family.
crop top thing.
Well, because it's a sweater commercial, like where she's like, "Oh, I didn't have time to do the rest of the sweaters." Oh well, the whole family is just has from here down showing their midriff. Weird commercial.
Midriff.
Or midriff. I don't know if that's what you call it, but their midsection. I don't know. And it's so weird to see Randy Orton without as many tattoos.
Yeah, just
Right? Right? It's almost like bald Randy Orton.
Dude, Bald Orton was the creepiest. I love Bald Orton. Dude, I'm kind of sad that there's no more Bald Orton. I want Bald Orton to come back. He looks good with hair, but I want to see him bald again. That was he looked slick with bald hair.
Yeah, you should give him and say, "Hey, bald."
Bob Orton. Hey, Bald Orton. Can you when you come back from your neck injury, can you just shave your whole head?
You ever watch his videos with his kids? It's so funny.
They're adorable.
It's
crazy.
so cute. It just he'll wrestle like his son, in the pool.
His son
and his
just
son will
RKO
RKO him out of nowhere. It's great.
Or did you see the video of Orton at his son's basketball game? And two of the kids got up there and watched the presents and one of them hit one of the RKO on the gym floor.
Yeah.
Oh, I love and I hate TikTok. It's such a distraction sometimes. I need to stop. I need to stop watching TikTok. Oh, low blow! That's got to be a nasty shot. Did you guys just see that? Oh, what a nasty low blow. Oh, that would bring. I would be crying. Don't get how he had many kids after that, because that was a nasty low blow. If you guys are watching at home, on my screen, Taker went up behind Orton and just did a whole forearm to his groin. Oh my god. Like that's brutal, Mr. Mark. That is brutal.
Hey man, I mean I don't know how some of these guys still have kids after doing those low blows, man. I mean,
They've got to be wearing like cups or having really good padding in there.
Something. There has to be something. They got to be wearing some socks or something. There got to be some socks in there or something because I'm pretty sure, right, that somebody has to be telling these guys, I'm gonna low blow you at some point in this match. Okay, let me prepare. Let me make sure that my jujus and berries are good.
Or they go like the left, the right side of the leg. Oh, that was, dude. That looked like a nasty low blow though. That was nasty. Like that's gotta hurt.
Sorry, I had to get more water.
Oh, you're fine. I'm gonna get me a sip of something cold here in a second.
A sippy sip.
Sippy sip.
You always get the sippy sips.
So.
Yeah, I told I reached out to who was I drinking the other day?
Who was you drinking?
Who was he drinking?
Who was it? Damn it. When I was with Mr. Jacobs on Collision, I told Mr. Jacobs, I was like, hey, I said, hey, this is a free sponsorship, but if you guys want to pay us, for some sponsorship, I wouldn't mind it if you just toss us some free beers, so that we could, hey, we'll plug you guys, while we're doing the show. Hey, some advertisements, ain't a bad idea,
Yeah, we should get a moonshine. We should get a moonshine company to sponsor.
So it was PBR.
Oh, nice. Let's just do what every podcast is doing right now. Let's be sponsored by PBR and Blue Chew.
There we go. Let's get it. Hey, I'm gonna plug that shit, man, through all the whole show. What's that?
Well, after a fun night of watching wrestling, sometimes I'm feeling a little parched, and nothing quenches my thirst like a nice bowl of PBR. And after I drink that PBR, sometimes I just want to love up on my old lady. So I take Blue Chew. Blue Chew is way better than Viagra because it comes in a discreet package right to your front door.
I mean, come on now. Like, look at that. They don't even have to send us like the actual thing for the advertisement. We got it. We already got it all down. That was perfect, bro. I mean, come on now. And then we would be able to chime in on that. Like, yes, Blue Chew. After a few PBRs is absolutely perfect.
RKO. Sorry to interrupt. Dude, that was a great RKO. Did you just see the RKO that Randy hit on Taker? Or you guys gone past that or close to that part? Because dang, that was a good RKO. Oh, what about Manscaped? We could do Manscaped. Sometimes Adam just looks like Sasquatch. And to shave the whole rest of his body so he has a wonderful beard, he uses the Lawnmower 2.0.
Dude, if it gets us free products, like I am all for it. I will plug the crap out of that. I would mention it every 5 minutes in the show.
Well, let's not do that. Not every 5 minutes because we need to keep all the viewers we can, and I don't want to be like a Logan or Jake Paul. Where it's like, plug our merch, plug our sponsor there. Like, if you do maybe 2 or 3 like an hour, perfect time, right?
Yeah, I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but because especially if they pay us. I mean, hey, I'll plug the crap out of your stuff.
Dude, have you ever heard Tony Schiavone do a Manscaped commercial?
No.
Oh, dude, Tony Schiavone was like, now they have, something for your nose hair called the Weed Whacker.
The Weed Whacker.
The Weed Whacker. And just the way that he says it, I don't know why, but it pops me. This is back. You know what's funny is he doesn't even do Unrestricted anymore. I'm kind of sad. I wish he would. Because I liked when he would read the ads, and I thought that was really funny and charming.
I have not ever heard him do the Manscaped one.
And the match is over. Wow. They just put Undertaker in a casket. That is not an easy feat, fellas.
Oh, that's why it takes
against one.
Yeah, I was about to say that's why it takes two people.
That's why it took. That's why it took two people.
Yep.
Because Randy couldn't do it himself.
What is
Hey,
y'all-
you know what they say? Hey, you know what they done to me? It's time to shine. Hey, hey,
Something I gotta say.
hey, hey. What you done to me?
What'd y'all think of the match, guys? What'd y'all think?
Great match. I love, to be honest with you, I think Cowboy Bob Orton was the best part in the match. The distractions, the just looking like my dad at a
barbecue.
wrestling class the first, yeah, my dad at a barbecue that
Dad
sitting
at a
on some
barbecue.
PBRs. It's like I'm gonna try to wrestle you there, son. And his son's a UFC fighter.
That has to be really cool, though, right? To do that with your dad against the Undertaker.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any? I mean, that has to be like the pinnacle of. I mean, as much as Randy's done, but to do that with your dad and to actually put the Undertaker in a freaking casket. I mean, what greater thing that you could do with your dad? I mean, think about it. Like football players have like football player dads and stuff, and they win a Super Bowl. They don't ever get to do it with their dad.
Yeah.
Right? They, like this is something that I mean, I would have to believe that Randy Orton has this at the top of his, of his list of the pinnacles of the things that he's done in the wrestling business. To do that with his dad, I mean, that is just awesome. Like that's just too cool.
Is Bob Orton still alive, or did he pass on?
I think he might have. He might still be alive.
I as far as I know, he's still alive. I never heard of him passing away. So we got an. Oh, so is he gonna smash this thing now?
I can't remember what happens with this one. They just
Yeah,
he lights on. Oh, he smashes it. I thought he was gonna light on fire.
Yeah, Cowboy Bob Orton is still alive. He's 72
is he?
years old.
72.
Nice. All right, he's still young. Shoot, my mom's
Randy's
about
33.
My mom's gonna turn 70 at midnight. So yeah. So, all right.
Oh, nice. Well, happy birthday to Mark's mom.
Mark's mom.
Oh yeah, tell my mom happy birthday, y'all. Tell my mom.
Yeah.
Say happy birthday. Let's call her Miss Janie. Miss Janie. Say happy birthday, Miss Jamie.
All right.
Okay, happy birthday,
Happy
Miss
birthday,
Jamie.
Miss Jamie. We love you. Thank you for giving us Mark. He is a good son.
There you go, Mom. Happy birthday. That's my Christmas present to you. All my boys telling you happy birthday.
There you go. Your birthday present. Yeah.
I
Where
got
you
her
guys
something
at in
already,
the
so-
video?
I am right when he's smashing the. Is that a gas can?
Yes, I'm
He's got a jerry can. My
I'm
God,
right there.
he gonna burn him alive.
I'm
My
right
God.
there with Lane. Me and Lane are right there. We're together. Yes, he's
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I'm at too. He's just finishing up on my end.
He's about to light him on fire.
This would be the second time Undertaker gets lit in fire in the casket.
How many times has he been lit on fire in a casket match?
Twice,
Wait,
because once it was Royal Rumble '98. He wrestled Shawn Michaels in a casket match.
Right.
Kane came out. You thought Kane was going to help him, and he actually betrayed him. Him and Paul Bearer put him in a casket and lit it on fire.
Wait.
You know what? I remember that from our Undertaker and Brock Lesnar special.
So when
Yep.
does he get? So when does he get out of this thing? Was it?
It happens at Survivor Series in 05.
No, but
5 months later.
No, but
Or
like
2 months.
actually, like in this container because they can't light them.
So what it is how you saw how close it was to the ring, right?
Uh
So
huh.
There's a secret door underneath the casket.
So then he goes.
that when they do a thing like that, he goes underneath the door and he goes underneath the ring. And they do it in such a way, like you watched it, they were locking it and they were distracting everybody in the crowd so they couldn't look at the bottom of the casket.
and then he
And while
rolls.
and when they're locking the doors of the casket, that's when he's getting out because they're signaling him, hey, we're locking it up, get out of the casket now.
That's awesome, man. They were so freaking creative back then, right? I mean, shit. I would have never known that when I was watching. I'm like, where is he? Is Undertaker in there? Is he getting burned
My
alive?
God, he got burned alive.
He's
Him
wearing
and,
a flame suit.
He's wearing a. I hope he's wearing a flame suit. My God, they killed him. My God. My God.
My God.
Dude, we just watched a man get buried alive, burned alive. My God.
Come see this. They're burning him alive.
My God. What
Hey,
about
so-
the children?
So are we going to the next match already? Or
We're getting ready to. We're gonna pause it here in a second. I'm watching two
Okay.
ads, and then we'll go into the TNA Monsters Ball match.
Because Rhino was already coming up on my screen. So
Yeah. So
I'll pause it.
the two ads.
I'm losing my light.
There we go.
But yeah, that was such a good match. So that was very entertaining.
Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed that casket match. Drop down below what your favorite casket match was. To be honest with you, I think this one was my favorite casket match that's ever been done. I think Darby and
Brian Cage?
Darby and Brian Cage was close, but I think this one was better. But I think it shows how Taker put Orton over. He really built Orton with this match for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think that's one of the coolest things, right? Was that the Undertaker willing to do that for Orton, and his pops, going out there and doing that. I think that was such a good propeller, right? Because for Randy Orton, I mean, I don't think there's a few guys, right, that you could say that you can beat that'll put you over in a way that you're going to be really over. And Undertaker, The Rock, and Stone Cold are the top three, right? I mean, if you get put over by those guys, then that means that they know that you're legit and they're propelling you into that stratosphere of being the guy for the next 20 years. And that's exactly what Undertaker did for Orton, because he did become the guy for the next 20 years and is still the guy right now.
Of course. All right, guys. So, all right, I'm going to count us down in 3, 2, 1. Monsters Ball match. And while we're doing that, the show's playing. If you guys want to keep talking, I'm going to step away for real quick and grab me a stick.
Well, I was going to say, I know you're stepping away, but when we were talking about casket matches, one I was going to bring up is actually from an organization we're going to watch here, Lucha Underground. They call it the Grave Consequences match in Lucha, but it's basically a casket match. And it was Mil Muertes versus Phoenix. Everybody knows who Phoenix is. Ray Phoenix. So he had a match in Lucha with Mil Muertes called Grave Consequences. Basically a casket match, but it was such an awesome match.
Are we watching that tonight?
That's probably no. We're going to be watching the Cerro Miedo match with Vampiro and Penta.
So who is that? Who's that guy that you were talking about? The other one, Mil
Muertes. Oh my God, I want to say he was portrayed. I'm trying to remember here. Let me Google it. Let me see. No, that's not what I want. Mil Muertes.
And you said that was like a casket match too? That one?
It's basically so. It's called the Grave Consequences is the name of the match, but it's basically a casket match. Basic is to beat your opponent down so hard that you put him in a casket and he can't get out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mil Muertes was portrayed by Gilbert Cosme, who goes by Ricky Banderas, El Macias. I'm sure you remember El Macias. He was in... I think that was his character in TNA. Yeah, he went by Judas Macias. Do you remember Judas from TNA?
Is he in my mind?
No, I'm not. My God. Everyone he's portrayed. Yes. No, but Connor does. Judas Macias. He always came to the ring with James Mitchell. So that guy portrayed a wrestler. He portrayed a wrestler in Lucha called Mil Muertes, and him and Phoenix had one of the coolest matches called Grave Consequences, which was basically a casket match.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Find that one, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely gotta check in on that one for sure.
Are you sure we're not watching ECW?
a lot of his
This
matches in TNA were against Abyss. That was a lot of his.
Hey, how far did you guys get in the match? Where y'all at?
I'm still watching the entrances. I just see
Jeff Hardy's
Hardy
coming out. Yep.
I didn't like Jeff Hardy's face paint TNA really.
It's gotten better.
It was hit or miss.
His favorite one, my favorite one was the yellow and the orange and blue. When he first won the WWE Championship.
Oh, my favorite face paint of his was drunk.
Oh,
Sorry. Was that below the belt? Was that below the belt? Sorry.
Hey, so is this the thing that this was the All Elite Zone or the what do they call
Impact
this?
Zone?
The Impact Zone. So this is it, right? This is the Impact Zone.
Yeah, I haven't told Mark this. I don't think I've told how.
So who was it that Ariana? I think it was that asked us about what we thought about TNA.
I was just about to pull that up. I was for us to get to that.
Yeah. So Ariana, me and Lane talked about this yesterday. We were talking about TNA on the show yesterday, and my thing was I want this to come back. I told Lane, I was like, I want this arena to come back because the thing that they do now is not. It's just not very appealing. So I felt like this arena, the light fixture, the whole setup just seems way cooler than it is now. Connor, I don't know. Do you agree with that, or what do you think?
Yeah. So apparently, Scott D'Amore talked about it on he did an interview with Tom. It was Tom Phillips in WWE. He's in TNA now.
Yeah.
He did like an interview and said that the new deal, like TNA is not coming back to January, so they've already they're gonna have new stages. They're gonna be going to bigger arenas. The arena that they're going to for Hard to Kill is a big arena for TNA. They haven't been to somewhere that big in a while. But the tunnels, Scott D'Amore kind of hinted at that the tunnels.
Jesus Christ! Look at Sabu's eye.
Oh yeah.
That is nasty.
Sabu had a lot of these moments. They're going to be having new title belts. They're going to have a new stage. And I'm thinking the tunnels are going to be returning. I don't know if they're going to be returning like how this version did it, or how they're going to do that. But they're supposed to go into bigger arenas. They're supposed to a lot more bigger free agents are supposed to be coming in. They're going to be upping their budget. So
to Ariana's question, I'll say that based upon Connor's answer there, yes, I'm excited about TNA as long as they're going to be doing bigger venues with more people. And I mean, if they could get this All Elite Zone like what we're watching now, I mean that or the Impact Zone, I love that whole setup. I already know that they already said they're not bringing back the 6-sided ring, which is not a big deal to me. But if they can get a setup, to where there's at least a couple thousand people in the venue instead of just a couple hundred the way they had before. I like me and Lane had talked about it yesterday. I told him that the whole few hundred people was just a turnoff for me. Like I watched the stuff and then it was just 500 people. It just doesn't really catch my eye. But if you do something like this, and you have the setup with the light fixtures and the whole Impact Zone thing, I am more than game to watch that, and I would pay to watch that for sure. So I'm excited about what they're going to do. I know they're going to do something different. I'm pretty sure. And I'm excited what they're going to do for TNA. So, yes, I am definitely excited, and we'll watch as long as they, like Connor said, they plan on doing different venues and bigger audiences. I'm all game for that. And you bring along CM Punk, I'm game for that as well.
Well, also because Scott D'Amore's the head of creative, is the head producer, isn't he?
He's also the president, I believe.
But he's the president of it now too, so he's pretty much bought into it.
Yeah, he's everything. Yeah.
He, I know before they made the TNA, before they made the TNA announcement in January, they were going to be upping their production. So it's probably going to be it'll probably look a lot different since they're upping their production. Like everything's been up. So
Well,
Hey,
if
what
you
do
think about it, they had to build back up to this point.
What do we know about the TV deal? Are they staying with Access or?
yeah, that's the only thing that's going to kill them. I mean, you can watch for basically for 99 cents on their YouTube Insiders.
Yeah.
But
For $1? Really? You can see everything?
What?
yeah, weekly show, yeah.
Yeah, access is not that expensive at all.
Well,
Because I subscribe to, I have subscription to their streaming service.
like they have it on there too, and they also have like Impact Wrestling has their own subscription on YouTube, and then like if you pay 99 cents a month, you get to watch the weekly show, and you get to
The
watch.
pay-per-views, back catalog, before
Wait.
the Impact.
For $1? Really?
It's $10.
Yeah,
Oh, $10.
Well,
It's $10. It's $10, but you're basically streaming an episode for like $1 each.
Yeah.
That's basically what it comes down to. Is for it, you'll be with the back catalog. It's basically if you want to watch an old TNA episode, it's basically $1 to watch it.
Just
Well,
look at all the moments you had on there. You had everything with Styles, Joe,
they still got
Angle, yeah, the Perk Angle.
and they still got some stuff that they've never released. They got a lot of stuff, but
There's a lot of like other independent people that will be on the before the Impact that do some great stuff in ring. I'm just hoping that the audience gets bigger because when I went and saw the Hard to Kill pay-per-view when he was here in Dallas, it was one of the best pay-per-views I've been to. Small crowd, but it didn't feel like a small crowd how much fun it was. We also got to see the first Ultimate Women's match, the Ultimate X Women's match. That was one of the funnest parts of the night.
I just looked it up. The YouTube Insiders, the lowest package is 99 cents. But if you want to go even higher than that, they have all different packages. Like they have, like I normally just get the 99 cents just to watch weekly shows.
So what is it? So what do you get with that 99 cents? So
You get to
what
watch
do
the weekly show. You get there's a lot of other things, and I think you get to watch their Impact Plus specials on there.
So because I saw that they had posted Impact had said that that like what's today, Thursday? Oh, tonight they were gonna be able to post the Mike Bailey and Will Ospreay match. So would you get that with that 99 cents?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you get for 9 cents.
Yeah, here it
I'm
is.
curious.
It's well, it was 99 cents. They have the Impact Wrestling Insider $1.49 a month.
Because the premium item, pal.
Then if you get the Impact Insider Ultimate, you get basically everything. Basically their whole thing. But the $149, you get the Impact Weekly episodes every Thursday.
For $1.50?
Yeah, basically, yeah. You get to watch the weekly show. Because a lot of people doesn't get Access TV, so they kind of made it really easy. So
Oh
That's what I
my
was
God, Sabu!
Yeah, so that's what I was telling Elaine about yesterday. Is that the Access is not an easy channel to get. Like, I mean, I remember having DirecTV, and when I had it, and I watched Impact all the time, and then when I switched to YouTube TV, it's not on there. And there's an Impact channel on YouTube TV where you get to see everything of Impact. But it's like $15 more a month. It's like a sports package type of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you have YouTube TV too, so you know.
Oh my
Connor.
gosh!
Jeff Hardy.
Did you guys just see Jeff Hardy fly off the balcony
he
or the
flew off,
Tron?
he flew off the.
Oh man, I missed this Jeff Hardy, but damn.
Oh, we've seen him a little bit in AEW. We've seen.
we've seen a
him
little bit in AEW, that's for sure.
Well, him and Darby in AEW was kind of.
That was one of
He was on
the
like 24
craziest
hours.
matches I've seen in AEW. My God,
No, but there's Jim Mitchell.
is Jim Cornette commentating?
I know I hear Don West.
I know it was who was it? It was Don West and
Mike Tenay.
yeah, Mike Tenay. Thank you.
Who just
Oh,
got
and then-
inducted to the Impact or TNA Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
I remember when Kurt Angle
Oh!
had the lockdown, and Kurt Angle pushed AJ Styles off the thing, and Kurt Angle just flipped everyone off from the top.
It's crazy.
So is this for the championship, the TNA championship? This one?
No, I don't think so. They
It's-
just had
no.
monster balls for like kind of like feuds to like kind of just like to end them.
It's almost
Like a lot of these
like
monster
Extreme
ball
Rules
match, yeah,
or
yeah, a lot of these
Street Fighter.
Oh my
balls,
God.
yeah, a lot of these monster ball matches really had no title on the line.
Yeah.
That's insane. I can't
Like,
believe
how
it.
many of them involve Abyss? Because I think most of them involve Abyss. don't
Abyss
they?
was in a lot of them.
Yeah,
He actually is the one that came up with the concept.
Yeah.
yeah, he's in about all the hardcore moments or the bloodiest moments. You're gonna see Abyss about probably every one of them.
Isn't
Fuck,
he a producer
I-
for WWE now?
Yeah, he's one of the producers.
Bro,
Yeah.
what Jeff Hardy just murdered himself on TV. That's just crazy.
One of my favorites was
Am I ahead of y'all or
I'm at
I'm right when the table just got set up and Sabu was throwing chairs at Abyss.
I'm at like 14 something.
I'm at 14 exactly.
oh man, I'm only at
Ooh, gore!
Oh damn!
oh dang.
Oh, the sickening
hurt.
shot!
He threw him on the table and he
That table spot, my God!
that wasn't normal.
Hey, so what is it with the 6-sided rings that wrestlers hate?
It's just the way that they when they bump on them, it hurts a lot more.
Because they're tighter?
It's that.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it's because it's the design of it was just a rarity in TNA, and I didn't like it. I did not like the 6-sided ring at all.
Hey, let's do 8 sides. If you want to go.
Oh God, what a pile driver!
This is just wild. Like,
See,
I'm so glad I added this one to the playlist. Jesus Christ, this is
Like I've ran the ropes in the 4-sided ring, but if you look at when they run the 8-sided ring, it's a lot harder. It's not really it's not much flexibility, so you don't have to learn moves. It's a lot harder.
oh poor Jeff.
Damn.
You know, I don't get
Oh,
how Rhino must be a vampire. He has not aged.
I apologize.
Right, he looks like the same he did like 20 years ago, and even in this, I mean, he looks the same. Yeah, he's always looked the same.
That's the
Yeah,
power.
no, he doesn't age at all.
He probably drinks a lot of water.
Drinks a lot of water, drinks milk, take his vitamins. Oh man. So Mark, what did you think of the Monsters Ball match?
Which one was that one?
That's the one we're watching.
Oh, dude, I mean, I'm in the so I'm at the 14-20 mark right now.
Yeah, it's
and
almost done. Yeah.
And this thing is insane. I just want to say that I'm so pissed off at myself that I stopped watching wrestling at this time. I really regret not watching it because I never knew about this 6-sided ring deal because I never saw wrestling at this point in time. I'm going to be honest. I never saw wrestling at this time. But this is like really cool. I mean, I love this, man. This is super fun. I would have got back into wrestling easily had I watched this stuff on a weekly basis. This seems like really cool. And these things that are on the what are they called? Those things that are going so up high. Oh my God! So those things that are going so up high on every turnbuckle. And then what is that?
Yeah.
What is that belt? Because they have one right that goes like on the top thing.
That's the Ultimate X match.
That's the ultimate. Those steel beams that you're talking about, they go to the Ultimate X design at the top. That's for the Ultimate X match.
The coolest shit I've ever seen, and I never liked or cared for TNA. I remember I saw one of those matches a couple of years ago, with Impact, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, man. I like that. These guys, I mean, doing that stuff up there, and then when I got to see some of the highlights of some of those shows that they did back in the day with AJ Styles, you know, and just doing like some crazy stuff over there where you can like break your neck, like falling off of those things, it just blew my mind. And I was just like, why the hell was I not watching wrestling back then? You know, okay, yeah, maybe I was too busy, you know, plowing women, but you know, but I wish I could have put that stuff aside for at least a few minutes and, you know, watch some wrestling.
You dog.
And watch some wrestling because this shit is fun, man. This is super fun to watch. I would not be mad at me watching this and put her to the side and say, chill out, woman. I'll get to you later. Let me watch some Impact Wrestling. Let me watch some Impact Wrestling and get off of me. I'm watching Impact Wrestling.
I'm glad that you like the Monsters Ball match. We're going to do a little palate cleaner for a second here. We're going to do Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz in a trick or street fight. So this one's going to be very PG. It won't be as crazy and bloody, but it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. So you guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right, guys. In 3, 2, 1, Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz in a trick or street fight.
God, I love Dolph Ziggler.
He was so good, man. I'm the same, man. I was always a big Dolph guy. I love Dolph.
Me too.
I mean, it's surprising he didn't win more world titles in WWE because he was such a long-term guy with them. You know,
he only won it once. Am I correct?
He was I think he actually won the world. Yeah, he won the world heavyweight title once, and then he was NXT champion. He's been Intercontinental champion a couple of times and been a tag champ a couple of times. But man, he never made it to like the top for like the WWE title. Like, and I think he's gonna turn in one like the Matt Cardona, like the new Matt Cardona, where I think if he does independence, he's gonna be successful. But I know he's got other avenues he's taken. Like he does a lot of stand-up. Like he does stand-up comedy. If you ever watch some of his comedy, he's funny. Like so he's a funny guy.
You know, so they're doing that, right? So him and his brother are gonna do a stand-up show in LA coming up. So Dolph and his brother, they're gonna do a comedy show. They're doing a comedy show.
Apparently his brother is funny too. I've never seen his brother do stand up. We saw him get destroyed by Claudio at a show, Connor. That was fun.
I know. Hey, that's a comedy show on its own.
Yeah, I remember that. He got booed out of the arena that night. I remember.
Oh my gosh.
He got booed out of the arena, but then he's like, I challenge any world champion, blah, blah, blah. And then Claudio comes out and goes, no, I was just kidding.
He said
that's hilarious.
He wanted to face I think Claudio came out and he said that he wanted to face the real world champion. At the time, CM Punk was the real world
champion.
What timestamp are you guys at?
I just got Wither in the Ring because I had a commercial.
203.
I'm at 208.
Yeah, I'm at 203.
Bobby for Apple. I always hated that. That was nasty.
So, shout out to all the people that had to carve pumpkins for this match.
That's so good. I didn't even notice that.
They're all real and hand carved.
And look at the Miz just kick. Oh man, that would piss me off so much if I carved that. I'd be like, you asshole! Like I carved that.
Dolph didn't say that. Goes, those are nice, man. Leave them alone.
I know it was me, Mark, and Mr. Jacobs. We did a few of these questions that Mike's asking. It was wrestlers though. It wasn't.
Yeah, we can't say those. We can't.
Yeah, they are adult names that we cannot say.
They're adult entertainers. So sorry, Mike. We love your comments and thank you so much for commenting. But unfortunately, we're not able to play your game. But
my brother in Christ, I told you, bro. I told you, go.
Yeah, you were telling us about this last night in the watch along.
My brother in Christ, I love you, brother. Go watch some matches of Julia. You'll get your fix, bro. I promise you. Did you go and look at Julia's matches? Go look at Julia.
Lightsaber kendo stick.
Lightsaber? What the heck? Really?
Versus kendo stick.
Yes.
Not gonna win.
Dolph Ziggler's
Actually,
got his upside
yeah,
down.
both I think would hurt. Oh,
That'd be funny if it
So-
was Lightsaber.
so the Trick or Street fight. You know what? This is probably one of my favorite ones. I like this one better than the Otis one because I think Otis came out as Chris Farley with the Chippendale costume. It's pretty funny though. But I think this one's a better quality wrestling match. And Ziggler,
I
I,
don't know.
forgot how
I still-
agile Ziggler is.
I still think this gimmick stuff at this point in the PG WWE is kind of dumb.
Yeah,
And they put two of probably the most athletic guys in the match, and it's dumb because both
Yeah.
these guys are actually very talented in the ring, and they go, "Oh yeah, do this match."
yeah.
Bobbing for apples.
Oh, Bobby for apples.
Are those Granny Smiths? Oh, he just Carlito'd it.
Yes.
Pumpkin.
But I guess it's fun family entertainment. This match, so they're like, let's
Yeah.
entertain the families in the crowd and do a Halloween.
We need to get like a soundboard so we can have the "Are you not entertained?"
That super kick destroyed the pumpkin. That was a
Jesus,
great
man.
spot. That's a great spot right there.
Oh, I got a commercial right at that. Dang it.
Booger Boys in the pumpkin.
I'm watching the Spider-Man commercial, the new Spider-Man game.
Yeah, I
Jeez,
got-
man,
it's
that's
got a
a
board
hard kick. For it to
Ooh.
destroy the pumpkin like that.
I'll
That's
let
a
Mark-
great spot.
I think
I haven't seen
Dolph
anything in
Ziggler,
that. You know what was kind of weird though is AEW and WB haven't done anything like Halloween related this week yet. So, well, Halloween Havoc, of course.
the last time
I mean,
Yeah,
that's the only
nobody
thing is
dressed up.
NXT is doing it, but
Yeah,
the last
but
time
nobody like in the
AEW
main
did-
rosters or the bigger shows have dressed up yet.
Like AEW did it one time in 2019. They had Rick and Morty. They had the ring
I
decorated.
love
different.
that. I want them to do it again. Can
Once
make
the
it come out sans?
For some reason, once the pandemic happened, they stopped doing any of that. Like even the AEW got to do Bash at the Beach one time.
Well, because they traded WWE for Cody's last name.
yeah, they kind of. I wouldn't have done
Mark and
that.
I talked about it last night.
I wouldn't have done that because now you lost out on both of it.
Well, because I think they were trying to keep Cody, but I think
Um,
Cody knew he was eventually going to go back. So
He should have just said something so they could have kept it. But
Yeah.
but something like that. Like,
Oh.
like for Bash at the Beach, they had the surfboards. They had like the girls on the things. They had
that's why I wish I would have done Beach Break again.
yeah. But they need to do that with like Halloween. They should have like a whole set of have like Danhausen mannequins all over there.
Danhausen mannequins.
I don't know,
Nice,
something-
nice, very evil, nice. Each have like a shirt that says nice, nice, very evil, nice, evil, nice.
Hey Mark.
I've been down with just Halloween costumes. Like, give me some, like,
put-
because that's one thing I
put-
love about wrestling at Halloween time. Like, I loved Kenny Omega as Sans. Like, one of the most iconic video game characters
There you go.
and songs.
There you go,
Booger
Mark.
Boy says, "Hey, Mark." So,
Who said that?
Booger Boy, Booger Boy.
Booger
Who he-
Boy, what's up, bro? Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate that.
That was
you go.
fast. Dolph
Hey,
Ziggler already got the win.
The refill on the chips. We got a good show going here. Refill on the chips, refill on the beer. You know.
We were talking, and I totally missed the spot where he won. It's a super kick. Great move.
well, Miz went for the figure 4,
Yeah.
and Dolph just rolled him up.
Great move. Great counter, but this is when I think WWE was doing like a screwy finish or a roll up every match. It felt like.
So what was the that's supposed to be the finish? Or so how do you win this match? Is it just a
it was just like a street fight, and then whoever pinfall submission.
Okay, so it was just like with the pumpkin. It was just a Halloween type
Yeah.
or whatever theme, I guess.
Yeah, it was just because it was
Oh,
Halloween,
God.
so it was just a theme.
I forgot about these guys.
Tyler Breeze.
Oh, it's Tyler. Is it Breeze and Zango, or just
Right? Who's the other person? Oh,
who is
Summer
the,
Rae.
Summer? Oh, that's Summer Rae. Was that when she was like going from guy to guy?
Yeah, she was with Fandango for a bit, then she was with Tyler Breeze, and she was with Rusev, and then
Yeah, she was like the new Lana.
I mean, there was
Yeah,
a
she-
few of them, right? That went like that from guy to guy.
Yeah, she was one of them.
So okay, well that's gonna do it for that match. I don't think there's anything else important with that. So, do you know who Coca? I don't know. Is that a adult entertainer?
Hmm?
I don't think she's
What?
a wrestler.
What's the question?
Coca Coma.
Is what is
Is
that?
that name of a life coach? I think that's like a name of a life coach. I don't know. I don't know who I don't know who Coca-Cola is,
I don't know
but
who that
I know
is.
what Coca-Cola is.
I'm like, is Coca-Cola? Is that Adam here? Is that our Adam?
All right.
All right. Let's
Okay,
do away
guys.
with
So that was a little palate cleaner. The next one is going to the Hardy compound with the firm deletion.
Here we go.
Can't have a Halloween watch along without something like Matt Hardy.
A deletion match, yeah.
Yep. All right, guys, ready?
Oh wait. Hold on.
Let me know when you guys are ready, because like I said, that pretty much was over with. They could have just cut it after Dolph pinned him. So
Okay. Hardy compound.
all right. In 3, 2, 1. Here is the firm deletion at the Hardy compound. And this is the director's cut too.
Yeah, this is the full version yet. I haven't seen the full version until now.
Yeah.
So is this this TNA?
This is AEW.
No, this is AEW, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, Adam Page is here. I was like,
This was actually just recently too.
This was this
Yeah.
year. Yeah, this was
Yeah.
middle of the year.
I remember
Yeah.
this.
I just loved his sons. Like his sons were in the match too.
Right, and they
This
do
is
the
really
thing with the,
funny.
they do the thing. Was it? They do the thing with the things that then they it's supposed to look like ghosts or something, right? And like totally freaks them out at the beginning.
Chris Coleman's referee.
So they're Matt Hardy's and they're Matt and Jeff's friends that they used to do backyard wrestling with. Sham and Pain. Get it? Champagne.
I wonder what
That's-
people thought. And,
That's the
I
thing.
think- like they're out in the country, and there's a house. Like this house is next to them, and then Isaiah Cassidy just does you know what he does. When
Dude,
the
I
people
wish
out-
I had their property.
I wouldn't want his property now because his mailbox is full of shows.
Yeah.
And we want no mail.
Right,
Oh,
see, they do
Vanguard.
something here.
Yeah.
It's like a
Vanguard 1.
Vanguard.
That's like a
Vanguard.
ghost.
Deletion.
I haven't seen Lee Moriarty. Yeah.
Well, didn't him and Julia Hart just get married?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was Lee Johnson. And
Oh, you're right. It was Lee Johnson.
that was Lee
Oh, I was
Johnson.
about to say, yeah, it's Lee Moriarty. I mean, yeah, Lee Johnson. Yeah.
they're on their took some time off.
Well, I think she'll come back even hotter as ever. Like I don't think it's gonna kill her push. I think people are happy for her. I knew it. Just
Yeah.
shooting fireworks at him.
Dude,
Look at
hilarious.
this big
That's
Bill
so
run.
I bet they actually hit some of them. on purpose,
They did.
probably.
That's gonna hurt.
Okay, so they're legit getting hit with these fireworks. You see that, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's
I
no
love
way-
Legit getting hit.
That's my favorite. Hook just sitting there with his chips. He's
and
There's no way
like,
they
"Oh, we're
could-
doing this now." I
he's
guess.
just like, okay.
There's murder. We're all witnessing.
I love. This is probably my favorite things that Matt Hardy's already done.
I mean, in AEW, hands down, right? I mean,
Oh, dude,
Well, any cinematic match Matt Hardy has done, I've enjoyed.
yes, none of them have been bad.
I think this is Jeff Hardy's first, I guess, appearance back on AEW. Well, he made a
This
return.
is because I was like his mat, like his. If you get a chance, Mark, if you haven't already, go. I was gonna put this one on, and I should have put this one on there, but I wanted to put one from AEW. But the final deletion with him and Jeff Hardy from Impact, that's cinematic gold.
You gotta send me that one.
Yeah, I'll send it to you once we're done, because you'll. It's just the rivalry. It was right when Matt was going crazy. It was awesome.
See, and I'm telling you, I wish I would have watched more Impact stuff. And I'm sorry.
Just watch the X Division.
Yeah.
You haven't seen nothing.
Dude, any of the Ultimate X matches, you can't go wrong with.
Either any of the Ultimate X or the King of the Mountain matches.
Yeah, or Feast or Fire. Feast or Fire. Was
Yeah,
good.
any of those matches are so much fun to watch.
That's
that's
how he
why-
wrote Eli Drake off
I need to
at
get
LA
that.
Knight off TV.
I need to get that that membership, right? Like I need to get one of those, right, so I can see those matches.
Most of them are on YouTube too. Like Impact's put a lot of free ones out there. Like the
But
Matt and
that's what-
Jeff Hardy match is on there for free.
Dude, I'm telling you, like that's where I watched a lot of Impact matches before. Like I remember seeing like
Ooh,
Santana and Ortiz against Penta and Ray Phoenix. And I saw this one match of theirs like on a pay-per-view of Impact, and it was on YouTube, and I was just like, I remember I was just like hanging out, and I was just like, when AEW started, I was like, man, I want to see more of these guys. And I remember like typing it up, and they came out on Impact, and there was like a ladder match, and it was insane. Dude. Like, I mean, like I saw that one of them almost like broke their necks in that match, and I was just like, these guys are awesome.
Right.
And I've been like addicted to Santana,
Billy.
Ortiz, and Penta.
Jelly. Dude, I just love Ethan Page's and Matt Hardy's storyline that they did during Dark.
It's so crazy to think that Big Bill was in this crazy match like 5 months ago, and now he's half of the tag team champ with Ricky Starks.
It doesn't surprise me because like I've always loved Morrissey / Big Bill / Big Cass. Like he could play that character well. Devin comments, this was funny. Very true. Very, very good spot in the match here. And Stokely and King Maxwell. Yeah.
Oh, Stokely is hilarious.
Him and Prince Nana, like they should just do a buddy cop movie.
A buddy cop. I'd watch it.
A buddy
I
compound.
They're literally the best guys in the business to get people over and to
Yeah.
do the exact opposite of not getting them over and to make them the worst heels. I mean, Stokely is just freaking hilarious, and Prince Nana has come into his own with that dance. That dance is over more than anything that I've seen in AEW in a long time. That dance is more over than the scissor me, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if you, Lane, you're a Texas guy. I don't know if you saw that in Georgetown, on a football game, the cheerleaders were doing the swerve dance.
I haven't seen the clip. No, I'm gonna have to watch that after this is done.
And that was in Georgetown. In case y'all don't know, that's a little bit north of Austin.
Yeah.
And they were doing the cheerleaders at a football game were doing the swerve dance to the song.
Oh,
And
there
they
you
were-
go.
and I believe
Also, did you guys like the whole Jeff Hardy choking out Big Bill?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is great.
I used to have one of those when I was little, in those cars.
Same. Had a dump truck.
Like you'd actually like drive in it and you would.
Yeah. I kind of want to see Big Bill and Jeff Hardy go at it again.
Yeah, that would be. What is Big Bill doing right now? He's
This
Tag
is great.
champion.
This is great though, right? Because they have the ring right at the Hardy compound. So
Yeah.
so do all
Which-
that BS out there,
yeah.
and then let's end everything in the
You
ring.
may have not noticed, but TNA had a few episodes of Impact at the Hardy compound. He's
Yeah.
got that tapings there,
Mhm.
and
We were just talking about the.
they'll never do that again because people knew, like fans came to their house, like just wanting autographs and stuff, like all the time.
Yeah.
it just got out of hand, so they don't really. Because they were
Fans are crazy, bro.
They were wanting to use that during the pandemic, because when things were going crazy, and they filmed in Georgia they shut them down. They had to film 3 to 5 episodes in 2 days. So people had to wrestle multiple times a day. Like they only had like 2 days to do it to wrap up like a whole month of TV. And then they were wanting to move to the Hardy compound to do some Dynamites, but they didn't want to risk the
The exposure of where they lived.
yeah, because they did it with Impact. They had a few episodes, and after that, they didn't want to do it anymore.
So I mean, is this Hardy compound like legit? Is this? I mean, this thing seems like what? It's a few acres, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's a lot of land that they own.
what are we talking here? 5, 6, 7 acres?
Maybe 10.
Yeah, I would say that too, right? I'm thinking 10 because this, I mean that facility where they have the ring in has a thing up on the top where it looks like people can watch like as an audience, right? And then
it's basically their backyard barn that they built like their wrestling ring in that they train at, that him and Jeff train in, pretty much.
Yeah,
dude, that is super fun. I mean, could you imagine just like, hey, let's just go out to the backyard and go fucking train?
Like if you watch some of his wife's TikToks or videos, like she films them in the ring with the kids, like rolling around, play wrestling, and all that stuff. Like him and Jeff, like she films it on TikTok and all that stuff.
That's super cool.
you can probably go on YouTube or somewhere. You can find where they had shows like that actual wrestling. Like TNA had shows there. It's like 20. It was like before they left. Went back to WWE, like 2014, 15.
Wait, so when they had the shows there, did they have an audience? Were there?
Yeah, like it was put on by TNA. I remember because it was an EC3 versus Bobby Lashley or something like that.
Dude, that's so cool. That's so dope.
And then like this isn't far from their house. Like it's like right around the same area. And then fans found out where they lived, and like they legit had people at their doors to ask them for autographs, and people just abused it in the wrong ways.
Dude,
It's crazy because it's so crappy of how some wrestling fans are. Like they're just like, it's like, oh, let's do this, and I'm like, dude, these people have a life, so let's not do that to them.
Like you're just there to see the wrestling, should not to start.
Like it irritates me when I see videos online of fans like bringing memorabilia to people at like wrestlers at the airport and just having them sign all of them. And it's like, we know you're gonna sell those. Like, stop.
Yeah. I think only actual wrestling fans should be allowed there. Not like what are they called? Like I've seen someone they got like Rhea Ripley.
Oh, Rhea Ripley got really pissed off with it.
Yeah, she wanted to. She said like, "Can I leave now?"
And I really wish wrestlers would just stop doing it, right? So these people that are these fucking weirdos that are just hanging out at the airports and like, and then you could tell the fucking wrestlers are jet lagged and they're fucking tired, and then
people.
Like I would just like get the fuck out of here. Dude, if I was a wrestler, I'd be like, fuck you. I don't care. Like, get the fuck out of my fucking face.
I would do it for the actual. I would, yeah.
Like, you want to tell me I'm an asshole? I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not saying any stupid thing. You're a grown ass man. Go home. Go to work. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I would do it for the actual wrestling fan, but not a whole stack of cards. Like, if it's like one figure.
Yeah, as a wrestler,
just a small picture. Yeah.
Yeah, as a pro wrestler, like I'd be like, just be like, hey, you want like, or even a fan. Like if I saw a pro wrestler, like make it quick. Like when I saw Mark Henry walking in Vegas a few years back, I just walked up to him and said, hey, I'm just a big fan of yours and Busted Open. Just want you to know that I enjoy everything you've done in your career. He said, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I said, yeah, no problem. It's great to say like a quick hi to you and tell you my appreciation. Like I don't get these people that have to stop the wrestlers what they're trying to do, because he was trying to go, like he was walking, and we were on our way to dinner. So I was like, I just want to say hello, say I'm a big fan, and just that he enjoys himself, in Vegas. So
Especially if they're eating or
Here we go. Here's us.
or if they're on the middle trying to get to a plane, that's different.
Stokely in the theater.
Yes.
I feel like only wrestling fan, like actual wrestling fans, should be able to get like an actual if it's like 11-year-old kid wants like a card sign, like one card, that's fine, but not like the people who like 50 cards, 50 posters, like just to sell it, make money off it.
Can you make it out to
And I'll tell you,
Edward Gay?
I got one, and I mentioned this one before in one of our previous episodes, where when I met Matt Cardona, and he was at a house show here.
Oh my gosh. It's Gothic Baby.
Who's that man?
It's Gothic Baby.
And I saw Matt in the restroom, and then I was taking a piss, and I looked over, and this huge gigantic guy, and he's in his wrestling gear.
It's
I was
Senor
like,
Benjamin.
I was like, Matt Cardona's right here taking a piss next to me, and then we kind of like walked out together, and I was like, hey Matt, hey man, I'm a big fan. Is it cool if I get a picture? And he was like, yeah man, that's cool. Real quick though, and I was like, sure. And then I pulled up a pic, and it was blurry too. Like when I took the pic, it was like super blurry. But I didn't care. I was like, you know what? He did that out of the goodness of his heart. He was wrestling in the main event. The main event, it was like the mid part of the show.
Yeah.
But that was so cool, man. Like I appreciated it, and if you would have told me no, I wouldn't give it a fuck. I mean, okay, cool. Like don't worry about it. I'll pay for it later. He could have told me that. Like, no, I'm gonna do pictures later. Because PCO told me that. I went to PCO after the show, and PCO was like, yeah, I'm about to set up, man. Because I said, hey, PCO, can I get a picture? He said, I'm about to set up here in a minute. And I was like, oh, dick. I was like, I gotta go, man. I was like, I can't wait for you. And I gotta pay. I was like, I already paid for a pic for, with other people. I was like, I was just hoping to grab a cookie with you. And he was like, nah, I'm gonna set up here in a minute. I gotta go, man. I gotta work in the morning. I'm not gonna stay here for another 2 hours to wait in line. I'm like, whatever. That's why I really appreciated Matt Cardona that he did that. He was just that's cool.
Oh, we had a good conversation when I met him at WrestleCon.
Here we go. Like, imagine living in this area. The people live like he's doing. I wonder if any neighbors like heard him doing any of this. Or, they can get pretty loud with fireworks. Yeah.
Stokely kills me, bro. I could not get enough Stokely.
Dude, Stokely getting beat up by Matt Hardy's kids, and then having Senor Benjamin, which is Matt's father-in-law.
Yeah, I thought that was Matt Hardy's wife's dad.
Yeah, it is. That's why it was funny in the theater. She was yelling at him in Spanish, like.
Yeah.
She was yelling at him in Spanish in the home theater, and he's like, "I don't know what you're saying."
And she just tased him
because Matt's wife used to wrestle.
Yeah, and we're gonna see her in action right now.
Oh my gosh, poor Stokely! He's just getting tasered.
Like the Hardys have already got themselves ready for the next generation.
Dude, his kids are already jumping off ladders.
But this is the one right where he says, "Tony Khan will pay for his crimes."
Twist of and King Maxwell, he's going up.
Sorry, I'm ahead of you guys, but the ref laughing at Stokely is just funny.
Yes, that's the greatest thing.
Lee Moriarty and Hooks is out in the middle of the world.
I know. I love Lee Moriarty just doing his karate stuff.
Dude, I want to see Stokely and Smart Mark Sterling in a suit match, in a tuxedo match.
Oh, that'd be great.
That would be hilarious.
Give me that. I would pay to see that. Put that on a pay-per-view. Give me that at World's End.
Right. World's End. There you go. That'll be like your opening match. Oh.
Or even the buy-in, right? Give me that at the buy-in at World's End.
Yeah.
Right?
Or even Smart Mark Sterling versus Danhausen.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, Danhausen coming out in like a suit, like what the f is this?
I would and they could give us that for free, right? They could put that on the
Yes.
free. Give me that. Give me that. I would take every bit of that. Oh, this is so good right here. Oh my god.
Great table spot.
And this is a great finish here. This towards this end
Wait,
of the match.
so who's the other referee? I see that it's a.
They're both Matt Hardy and Just Friends, Sham and Payne. I can't remember.
Because the other one's what's his name? From Ring of Honor, the commentator from Ring of Honor, right? Damn, I forgot his name. But the other dude, I don't know who the other dude is.
It's just so fun to see Hook in this match. Like, he's taking it so seriously. Love it.
Right? He's like this dark. He just sits there on the side.
He's like,
I'm just here to watch. Make sure y'all do the job. Type of deal.
Poor Ethan Page.
But this is such a cool sequence in this whole ending here with Ethan Page.
You know, he's very underrated too. Like,
Ethan Page is so underrated. I need to see him win a title.
Please. Like, did you ever see his match with Swoggle?
Oh yeah.
With it was AJ Swoggle.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And he even used his shoot name in the match.
Yeah.
And they kept it.
No, and I remember when I was talking about watching Impact on YouTube, I remember seeing Ethan Page in there, and I was like, "Oh crap!" And he was fighting for like the belt. I don't know. I think it might have been against Eddie Edwards or something like that, or maybe Sami Callihan. I'm not too sure. But he was out there putting out bangers, and I was like, "Damn!" I was like Ethan Page is doing all this in Impact, and yet he's on the he's not even on that level in AEW, right? Like, they didn't even put it even like close. Like he could be fighting for those type of belts, and yet because he's that talented. Like when I watched him, I was like, this guy is really good. Like, why is he not getting that bigger push? And I look at him now, and he's on the Ring of Honor, lower card type of deal, and
I forgot about this part. I love it. I love this visual.
Are we jumping
the symbol?
Vampiro?
No, we're not in the match yet. Jeff's doing his Hardy symbol in the ground on fire.
So are we going to the next match already, or
and not yet? We're I'm almost done with this one.
What happened? Is Connor coming back, or?
All right. I don't know. Well, so that was going to do it for the firm deletion. And ladies and gentlemen, this match is dedicated to our wonderful friend, Adam, the biggest luchador fan in the All Elite Zone podcast. So, Adam, would you like to introduce our final match for our Halloween watch-along?
Oh, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, from the greatest underrated professional wrestling program ever created in a time when wrestling needed an alternative, there was Lucha Underground. So from Lucha Underground, this is the great Cero Miedo match with Vampiro and Pentagon Jr. And this is starting in 3, a 2, and a 1.
All right, here we go, guys. It's time for the main event.
And believe it or not, the female announcer here is actually married to Brian Cage.
Really? Is it? That's awesome.
Yep, the female ring announcer here.
I thought Brian Cage was with Dasha Curette.
No, he's married. He's married. I think he's married to Melissa Santos.
Or maybe he's getting around. My guy's huge. He can probably plow anybody he wants to.
Well, like I said, last time I checked, he was with Melissa Santos. They were together, so I don't know if they still are, but that's what I remember.
Yeah, I remember seeing something. Dasha, had posted something with him and with Brian Cage. But I'm not gonna go off of what I know. I'm gonna go based on what you know. I don't know nothing.
Oh, commercial break right in the middle of
I
her
know,
announcement,
Ryan with
Vampiro.
Vampiro.
Why? I don't need to know about clear acid or face remover or whatever it is.
And I'm gonna say again, I'm so pissed that I didn't get around to watching Lucha Underground.
I wish I would watch Lucha Underground more.
It is so underrated. Like some of the people that were in it, some of the matches, it was such good storytelling too. Like
it was like a movie, wasn't it? Like the way they presented everything.
Yes.
Yeah, basically the way they presented it was this underground organization that is like under investigation. Like there's law enforcement involved in it. Like it is such a great storytelling. Like the guy who runs it, I keep forgetting the guy's name. He's now the president of MLW. Not MLW. What's the other one? The not AAA. The Latina guy, I don't know if it's MLW, CCML, or something like that, but he runs one of them. But he's like the main authority figure in this. But some of the matches, like they had this match called the Gift of the Gods match. And it's basically a battle royal. And whoever wins, it gets the Gift of the Gods title. And they can trade. It's kind of like Impact. They could trade it in for a shot at the world title.
So let me ask you. So there's another match that that I have seen on my timeline over and over again, which is Io Sky versus Penta. What do you know about this match? Can you tell me anything about that match? And what were the stakes, or what is going on with that?
So that's the nice thing about both Lucha Underground and even like any other, like it was also in New Japan. They can do it too.
Wait, hold on.
Timer's going off.
Sorry. That's it.
Okay.
So basically what it is there really isn't like a story behind it. It's just a grudge. That's basically what the story is there's grudge matches. You know, you see it in Lucha, you see it in New Japan. Heck, you see it in like CZW, like all those like death match kind of organizations.
But I'm just saying, this is like these are two big superstars, right? So I mean, yeah, the Indies doing their thing, but I mean, we're talking about Io Sky and Penta, and so what do you take away from that? What is your thing that you saw?
I love it. I love it. I think it's great that they can let the ladies and the guys like do. Because I used to love the intergender matches back in the day. Like I loved when Chyna wrestled Chris Jericho.
Right.
I loved all that. So it's like
the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, and I like that. I think that's awesome that they let them intertwine because, believe it or not, some of those women can go toe to toe with the men in the ring, and it's awesome.
Yes, bro. That's what I'm saying. Yes, exactly. So, did you get to see? Well, I mean, when you saw that match.
My father always said, "You turn your back on a man you're not afraid of."
Man, I forgot how it's so crazy to see how good Vampiro still is. Wow.
Dude, so I saw Vampiro. So I bought one of the AAA pay-per-views, and Vampiro fought in that. And he was really old and really tired. So this is a lot different because this was way back, a lot more years ago, right?
This is 8 years ago.
Yeah, and when I saw him in that match, I felt I didn't feel sorry, but I was just like, man, I just want this guy to get out healthy.
Yeah.
I was kind of scared, man, because I think he was like in a 4-man or 8-man, like free for all.
Sorry, that was my lady calling me.
No worries, brother. No worries.
Gosh, look at those chair shots.
What were you saying about what my thoughts were on that, or?
Yeah. So, go back to the thoughts on that Io Sky and Penta.
Well, we're watching Lucha, right? And there was a lot of good female wrestlers in this that went to, like, Sexy Star. That was her name, by the way. Her name is Sexy Star. Yeah. But she was on Lucha Underground. But she won the Gift of the Gods matches. Like, I think she was probably the first female to do it because a lot of the other were guys that won it. And then you had Ivelisse on it. Ivelisse is a very
Ivelisse,
popular
yep.
independent wrestler. I think if anybody knows, Cobra Moon is now Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa was in Lucha Underground. She was known as Cobra Moon. Like kind of character.
So I'm gonna tell. I don't know none of that. So inform us.
So
Tell me.
I'm telling you, Mark, you are missing out on Lucha Underground, brother. You are missing out on it.
I said this already. I said I wish I would have watched more Lucha Underground because I know that I would have rather watched this more probably than anything that I've ever.
Well, you also look at all the names that came into it, right? So you had Vampiro, right, and you had Penta El Zero. Rey Fenix, Rey Mysterio Jr., which is Mysterio WWE. You had Killshot, which was Swerve Strickland, right? Johnny Mundo, John Morrison, Johnny Elite, Johnny Impact, Johnny insert name here. You had Thunder Rosa. You had Ricochet. Ricochet was under a mask. His name was Prince Puma.
Mm-hmm. You had a lot of future both AEW and WWE wrestlers in Lucha. Like It was insane. Like the amount of people that came through were insane.
That's insanity. All those people that were there, to think about what we're watching now, all those people were there and they were getting started and probably doing their best work, right?
Lucha, for me, Lucha Underground was scripted, but it was kind of like AEW where a lot of the wrestlers had a lot of free range of what they wanted to do with their stories and their characters and their matches. That's why I enjoyed Lucha Underground, because there was a story and all that to it. But the matches were insane. Like, one of the coolest moments I've ever seen in Lucha Underground, and it's highlighted in a lot of wrestling videos. It's God, what's his name? Oh God, he was on AEW a little bit. He's a high flyer.
Lane, try to help him out.
Lane, help me out here, man.
Is he a luchador, commander?
No, he was just
El Vikingo?
a flyer. No, he was just a flyer. I know the name's gonna and Helico.
And Helico, yes.
And Helico, he's up. You see the set up for the studio where they're filming this, right? And they've got all the high stages and all the balconies and all that. And Helico came running off a high stage and flew into the ring.
I've seen that. I've seen it.
Is one of the coolest moments I've ever seen in Lucha.
Fuck. Did you just see what he did to Vampiro?
Yeah, and he's licking his hand. Yeah.
Yeah. So for those guys that are watching at home or watching along with us or in the future, Penta just took a light tube, sliced open Vampiro even more, and then licked his hand off. I want this Penta to come back.
Dude, this match is
so... do we got anything on the comments? Anybody asking us anything on the comments?
Not yet.
All right.
I mean, this match alone, I told you guys about that. This was one of my favorite matches before on an episode about This match was brutal because it's Vampiro, who basically was like, he worked with Penta. Penta basically worked under Vampiro a little bit in his career, being trained by him a little bit. So this match is kind of like teacher-student, but it's such a good story, but the match is great because even Vampiro at his age in this match, he was up there in this match. So, but look,
his capability.
Yeah.
So he's up there, and then and Penta is younger, right?
Penta's also up there in age now, but
now, right? But this was what, 8-10 years ago?
Let's see. He was
Vampiro is currently 56.
Let's see how.
And believe it or not, do you guys know who Vampiro was trained by?
No, who?
Abdullah the Butcher.
Really? He was trained by Abdullah?
Yes. Abdullah the Butcher was his trainer.
So he was 30 when this came out. He's 38. Oh, of course you got a commercial.
Yep.
You got a commercial?
That's something about a quinceañera.
I got a U.S. Army commercial.
That's how you're in Texas, brother. You get those Mexican commercials.
Wasn't Matt Stryker commenting commentating?
Yeah,
at the
Matt
time, too?
Stryker is a commentator of Lucha Underground.
Oh gosh, Penta's mask just got ripped open.
Jesus, he just smashed the fucking glass over.
Yeah. You know, he's actually not that bad looking. Penta could easily not wear a mask.
So with these matches, what is the deal? Like, it's just basically anything goes, or
Well, there's a lot of different Well, like I said, this is a Cero Miedo match, which basically, if you speak Spanish, it means zero fear. So I mean, basically, it's basically a street fight, you know. So
did you just see how bad Penta's busted in his mouth?
Oh yeah. Oh, this match is brutal. This match is brutal. You need to watch a lot. There's a lot of matches that are great. Like the trios matches are awesome.
Mhm.
Like I said, the Gift of the God matches are fantastic. There was another match with a guy who goes by the name of Marty the Mouth. Him and Swerve, who went by Killshot, had a hell of a street brawling fight, and it was awesome.
Oh, this is a great way to end the show, isn't it? This is insane.
Oh, from the top rope onto
This
the
is-
glass, and I love it. This is so great.
Gosh, I can't.
And you know what sucks is I'm not a big fan of death matches.
Yeah,
But this
but
is kind of like a death match.
It is a death match, but it's very good though. For me, a death match has to tell a story for it to be good. That's why I always loved Nick Gage, Matt Cardona. Oh, I can't watch this anymore, Adam. Oh my, yes, flaming
I'm telling you,
table.
man, it's brutal, man. It is brutal. There's a lot of brutal moments on Lucha Underground.
Oh man,
yeah,
and
it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find all the seasons and start watching it.
Bro, put him out.
Oh, dude, Mark's very invested in this. I love it. Look at the little kid. The little kid's like, oh God, what is this?
Jesus.
Oh man, this is what studio wrestling should be right now. Oh God, man! Oh no! Oh!
I think I'm a little bit behind you guys because he hasn't lit the table on fire.
Oh,
yet.
sorry. Oh,
now it's
gosh.
on fire. Oh, there you go.
I'm glad they put him out, but damn.
Oh yeah. That
Oh
even
my
when you knew it was bad when they had to bring the extinguisher.
Damn, what a match. Oh man. Oh, that table spot.
That flaming table spot is so bad, but both of those guys, even though it was a quick match, it was so good.
Oh shit, what is Penta doing now? What the fuck?
Dude, that was...
I'm sorry, YouTube, I didn't mean to... what the F?
Oh, you're good.
Oh!
Oh, he's...
What's the point of that?
It's the craziest thing, too, because Penta wins the match, and Vampiro's telling him, hey, break my arm. He said, you beat me, you'd break my arm, so break my arm.
Oh, fudge. Because he was built to be just an unstoppable monster. Oh, man. This is just crazy, man.
Oh,
Let me tell you something.
damn.
As your teacher.
Okay, that's super cool.
Ready, my son.
Very, very cool.
It's such a cool story.
Oh man, what an emotional match.
It's so good, and it's just to show respect for both of them.
Yes,
Like,
they went to war.
like if you want to sum up Lucha Underground, it's that right there.
Yes. Oh man.
Right? It's like a lot of craziness, a lot of respect at the end of the day.
Well, not just that; it's just the respect amongst like those two. Like it sums that up. Like, because when you talk about Lucha, like you can't talk about Lucha without guys like Vampiro. Because when he came up, he was doing the Lucha stuff, you know, when he was in better shape, you know. But you know, him, Penta doing the Lucha stuff, you know, Phoenix doing all the. I mean, most of these guys worked with each other for a long time.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that, like I enjoyed Lucha Underground. That's like one of the pinnacle matches that I freaking love. And I had mentioned it on an episode here about how that story between those two was one of my favorite stories in Lucha.
I remembered. That's why I put it on here, because I thought, like you said, this is the best way to end the night. And plus,
and I'll just say that there's a bunch of matches that we could have put on. I mean, at least on.
Oh yeah.
You know, to get some other matches. You know, the Fiend had some pretty crazy matches. I would have loved to see, you know, us put up a couple of Fiend matches, at least one of them. I mean, there's a bunch of other Undertaker matches. I mean, Undertaker has a laundry list of them. But
yeah,
I mean, we did such a good job of all these matches and episodes to put on here. It was such a good idea, so fun. I mean, this was really cool. I knew this was going to be a good idea on here. I knew I was going to have a good time. And this was really good.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm so glad that I had, you know, you guys and Connor on. This one was a lot of fun to do. Like, because I was like, we could just talk about matches, but why not let's actually go deep and actually watch the matches and discuss them and talk our favorite moments and favorite match types, like as we're doing it. This was a lot of fun for sure. Like I said, I had to have like a mixture of modern, ruthless aggression. When they didn't add was Attitude Era, but you had AEW, Lucha Underground, TNA. You know what? And I feel like this is a great way to send off us into Halloween on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally agree. I think the mixture of the matches we put on this list, well, you put on this list, was a great mix, because they had that Halloween kind of feel to them. I mean, obviously, Buried Alive match, very, very horror-esque. I mean, the Ultimate Deletion match, I mean, let's talk about that. That's also very horror-esque. I mean, think about it. Who wants to go into a weird compound area and fight, you know, against weirdness? You know, nobody does. But I think this was a really cool playlist. I highly recommend everybody check out other matches from all those organizations.
Yes.
I'm not going to put down any promotion at all. I just prefer one over another. But there are so many decent matches then and even some now that should deserve a watch, like the ones we just watched. So I highly recommend it to everybody, especially around this time when you got spooky matches for Halloween.
Yeah. For sure, the playlist will still be up on our YouTube channel. So if you are listening to this in the future or have gone back and listened to it, go pull it up. And as we're discussing it, you can watch along with us, as you know, in the future, or if you just want to listen to our takes on it, because man, this was a crazy night. You had a mixture of deathmatch to being buried alive. So, like I said, it really kind of checked all the boxes, at least when it comes to a wrestling fan. Because at least there's probably at least one or two matches that you would like on this playlist. And I'm hoping that if there's some that you haven't watched, hope that you liked it and hope that you go back and watch more. I'm for sure going to go watch some more Lucha Underground after this. I'm going to go watch a couple Monster Ball, you know, a couple of the Monster Balls. And
yeah, there's so much. Yeah. going back on that lane, man. Yes, I have a ton of things that I want to go watch now, especially with Lucha Underground. That promotion intrigues me so much. I got to find out to see how much I can watch of that, because I don't know where that I can find that, but a simple Google, well, I'm pretty sure I'll figure that out. But again, guys, man, I appreciate you for watching us. I know everybody that's watching us, supporting us, I appreciate it. We got Rampage tomorrow, watch along Rampage tomorrow. I'm hoping that both of these guys will be on here. And then big show. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys, Saturday is a huge show. I'm pretty sure the main event, we got MJF and the elite man himself, Kenny Omega, in a huge main event. Please tune in for that with us, because we're going to put on a great show. We're going to have you guys tune in. I'm hoping these two guys will be here, because when we do it, it's the more the merrier, and we always put on a good show when it's all of us. It's super fun. Tune in with us, guys. And I'm going to let Lane go ahead and kick us off.
Oh, man. You know what? Tonight was a great night. Thank you guys so much for watching our Halloween watch-along. I had a lot of fun. Thanks again to Connor, and thank, of course, to Adam and Mark. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on. Talking Elite is definitely feeling very special each week that we do something. So, yeah, we got a lot of fun shows planned. The next couple weeks. Next week will be, fortunately, pre-recorded. So it won't be live, but it's going to be a very fun show. And I think Adam and Mark are going to get a kick out of this one. We're going to go back in time a little bit to the golden era of professional wrestling. And we are going to talk the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to wrestling gimmicks and characters from the 1980s, the golden era of professional wrestling.
Oh.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to pre-record that. And then the following week, since Impact is very, very hot right now and people are talking about TNA, we're going to discuss the rise, the fall, and the rise again of Impact Wrestling. We'll talk our favorite matches. We'll talk how it's come back basically from the dead, from Dixie Carter and Hulk Hogan, basically running it into the ground. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super stoked to see what's going to happen the next couple weeks. Don't forget, the 11th, we are having a very special interview with the corporate stooge, Brandon Cutler. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys join us 6 Central right before Dynamite. I'm going to be here. Hopefully Adam, Mark, hopefully we're all here, because it's going to be a big time interview. So make sure you guys say thank you to Connor. We have our 1-year anniversary show coming up very shortly. So we're probably going to start planning that and make Talking Elite and the All Elite Zone a huge anniversary. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. AZ's been 2 years around. The All Elite Zone's been in for a year, and I cannot wait to see where it goes next. All right, gentlemen. If there's nothing else to be said, time for Adam to close us out for the night. Adam, send us off.
I'm going to do it in a spooky way.
All right,
and as always, good night.